Welcome! Family, friends, and lovers. That was too fast.
I'm so sorry.
So
Why did you do that?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're live. Family, friends, and lovers, thank you so much for joining us for Five Sided Die. It's Friday, and we're so happy to be here playing Dungeons and Dragons. Or, you know, whatever game we want to be playing, tabletop-wise.
Candyland.
Just because, you know.
Stupid joke.
Trouble.
Candyland. Candyland.
Candyland.
Happy to be here with everyone, guys. We got a lot to discuss. We have a few announcements to get through. So Jude,
no, it is my turn.
it is your turn.
Hello. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel. If you have a Prime account, you get 1 free subscription every month. So you can give that to us if you would like, and we would like that. But if you do it through Prime, you also have to renew it every month, so don't forget to do that. You also could just subscribe on your own with your own money.
With your own dollars.
That would be awesome.
But spend Jeff Bezos if you can.
Yeah, absolutely. If we get how many subscribers? Or how many
25
followers?
million.
We're going today. We're trying to hit 20 subscribers,
20
but
subscribers.
once we get to 200 followers,
We're gonna do a giveaway.
A giveaway.
Of a little dice rolling tray with 5-sided die logo on it. It's beautiful, made by Ashen Relics, Kevin Swadner himself.
Yay.
So
With
please
thine
follow
hands.
us on Twitch.
Messy
Subscribe to us on Twitch.
Messy little hand.
We also have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, where we upload the next week all of our past episodes. So if you haven't seen some of our episodes, then go back and watch them, because then you can catch up on the story. And there's not that many. You can catch up pretty quickly.
yeah.
So yeah, thank you for your time.
Session 26.
Session 26.
Like 6.
26.
26 and 8.
Yeah.
All right then.
It's a 2 and a 6.
Last time, guys, we were all, you all awoke and found your friend Nyx missing. So you decided to obviously go after your friend, because Nyx was nervous and worried, and something was on her mind, and some things were going on with some goblins, and so she took off, and you guys went after her, pushing yourselves far into the dark of night, and finally seeing some wings flapping in the distance that River had noticed. Thankfully, it was not anything to be fearful of. It was indeed Nyx's brother, Gil, her eldest brother Gil, and her cousins, soaring on the wings of ravens. And you guys talked a little bit, figured out that you were all in alignment, and then you went and found your friend, Nyx, sleeping under a little bush of rocks and twigs
Bush
and
of rocks.
things. I don't know what I'm saying. You know,
Crushed under rocks,
hidden.
dead.
She was dead. She had passed. But you did find her and were able to give her the proper burial that she deserved.
Lie to the people.
I'm not just joking. Nyx was fine after retrieving your horses and figuring some things out. You did try to send a message, River, to your friend Needle, who had a sending stone, the other pair of your sending stone, and she let you know that she and Alis were headed west, and that she had some things to discuss with you. But alas, she was not able to deliver a message that the mouse folk were trying to get to Freemore. So they had to take off and go that direction. You guys forged on, the tellers together once again, hearing of the giants, the great hill giants that were decimating the forest, the redwood forest, tearing down trees, collecting the wood for God knows what, and trying to take down the mother tree, the great redwood, that is the opening to Nyx's village. You guys stealthily made it through what used to be forest, but now was almost fields, barren, a tree here and there that the giants had destroyed. But you were able to, not so stealthily, because as River was sort of moving forward, this great giant rose up and whipped a rock at you all. And a battle ensued. It was a tough battle. River fell at one point, but just in the nick of time, you guys were able to take down the beasts, and Mort was able to revive his friend River, and you guys made your way into Redwood Cove through the great redwood tree. And there was a beautiful village with these paper lanterns all strung about. You got to meet Pawpaw. You got to hear some stories. A game of chess was played with Uncle Fester.
I love that man.
I love that man.
You got to go in and see Nyx's bedroom and her Mercedes Rex collection. Talked with her older, but just barely, brother, Kale, who is also a big Mercedes Rex fan. And you guys talked about the convention that is coming up on the 31st. And, but finally, you were able to cozy on up, fall asleep, and have a long rest. And so you wake up in the morning in Redwood Cove.
All right. Well, I'm sleeping in my bed because I'm finally sleeping in my bed for the first time in a long
Wonderful,
time.
yes.
So I'm zonked. I'm zooted. I'm dreaming.
Zonked, zooted, dreaming.
Yes.
Oh no!
You're sleeping in the grass, right?
In the beautiful grass.
River did not sleep well last night because it was on the ground and it was in the grass and there were bugs all over and they're not pleased.
Well, there were hammocks all about and blankets being brought out to you, and
Oh, that is right.
Yeah.
You did say that.
So, if Leaf was on a hammock, Mort just slept on the ground, right?
Right underneath
right
my bed.
beneath.
I'm imagining like these hammocks that are like this big for the little mouseful.
Yeah, they were, and they ran out. They were like tying together
Like
like
seven.
several of them to make them.
Okay.
Yeah, very accommodating group of mouse folk.
Well then, yeah, I did find a hammock.
It's 20 hammocks.
20 hammocks. Use them all.
And they held firm because I was under you.
Yes, and I did not squish
And
it.
then you accidentally, there was a mouse sleeping by you and you grabbed it like it was a stuffed animal.
Yeah, like
and
a
you were-
teddy bear.
Yeah. I decided
What did
that
they
for
do?
you. They just loved it.
They loved it. I looked up with them, cuddled.
His
like a
name's
little
his
teddy
name's Mitch.
bear. Mitch.
Bitch.
He's a weird old grumpy mechanic.
Mitch.
Leaf,
Good to know.
you're squeezing this mouse folk quite tight.
Oh, apologies, Mitch. I know Mitch.
You talked last
I know
night.
that.
He fixed our cart.
You guys do smell a lovely scent that Leaf, although not the most perceptive of the bunch, smells the first.
When it comes to food,
He
it
starts
doesn't matter.
he starts like floating through this
Yes.
Yeah.
the air like
It's like a
Catches your nose.
cartoon.
Yeah.
100%. And there is just pots boiling over the fire pits, and there's just a whole mess of food. Just tons of food, a whole table. In fact, there's like 3 tables sort of pushed up together, just filled with all sorts of delicious delicacies. Frog legs galore.
delicatessen.
That's it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Max, is this the most amount of food you've ever seen your village prepare?
No.
No?
It's usually like this.
You guys see a little sort of almost as wide as tall, round little mouse folk sort of like walking up.
Oh my god.
And she's got like this big bouffanty hair and an apron. I hope you're enjoying yourselves.
Oh my god, this
Did you eat? It's my finest cooking.
He's gonna grab a plate.
And you know this is Marinst, and she is the biggest cook of all
What's
of
her
Redwood Cook. Marinst.
Marinst.
Marinst. Marinst.
mouse? We love alliteration around here.
That's mouse.
Mitch Mouse.
Mitch Mouse.
Mitch Mouse.
Marin's
Mouse.
Mouse. Nick's Mouse.
Mouse canic Mitch is what Tommy said.
That's pretty funny.
But Marinst is sort of just looking at you leave, waiting for you to take a bite.
Wait, I have to write down her name.
Wait, I have to write down her name.
I do.
Marin's.
I put my plate out and
Tiny.
I pile it because it's tiny.
Yeah.
This is a little mouse plate. So I pile it up.
And she takes her little paw, go on, and puts another one on. Come, eat up. You can see her cheeks that are so just big and rosy and full,
Thank you, Maurice.
just smiling. Well, yeah, take a bite. That's my favorite.
What is
What do you think?
Oh, it's so good.
That's my meat pie.
I'm gonna
It's
eat it.
frog meat pie.
It's good.
You already ate frog legs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She's just strolling around, making sure everyone's well fed.
River manages to stay
You need to eat some
out
more.
of her eyesight.
I just will have a good berry here, but I will feed Frodrick.
You need to eat.
I'm out.
Okay.
I came out of. I
Okay,
came
I'm
out of.
not one for conflict.
I came out of my home and found her doing this to Mort, and I'm like, Mort, just let her do it.
Yeah, this is
Just let
River
it
is
happen.
Better not to
definitely
fight it.
Okay.
hiding.
Okay, you're seeing this.
Yeah, River's like,
Make a stealth check for me.
Stand up.
Natural one.
natural 20.
Oh,
Plus
good.
10.
Damn it.
I thought you were gonna say one.
Damn it.
I
That's
cannot
so
believe.
With a 30, like a shadow to leaf, you almost just slipped into the background, just missing. I mean, you missed her gaze. and-
River, where's River? River has to try this.
Oh yes, I haven't seen her. Them.
Her.
I don't know River.
You don't know River's them.
Them. Well, I have not
River's
seen them.
That's them.
River's river.
Well, please try the fluffed potatoes. It's best to put a scoop of the fluffed potatoes right on that meat pie.
I'm gonna grab a plate and just hold it out to her. Like, hello.
Beautiful. Do you want me to fill it for you?
Of course.
I'll do it just the way you're meant to eat it. She stacks it all up and is putting the fluffed potatoes on
Very
top.
cuisine in this mouth village.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Oh, I've missed you, Nix.
I missed you. And then she puts her plate down and gives her a big old.
Oh, and she just picks you up.
Big
She's going like this. It's really tight. Oh.
she moves.
Okay, well, enjoy.
You put me down and I'm like,
And she waddles away.
oh my god, I love her. Okay. I need my food.
Oh yeah, I go back for seconds and thirds.
Wonderful.
Frodrick
Can't
wanted
take
me
your
to tell
notes.
you
My
that
notes are
he
good.
likes some of the skin in the potatoes that are fluffed up.
Oh, yes. It's where all the nutrients are.
Yeah, it's where the vitamins go. Yeah, he's very strong. You'd assume he'd like the vitamin-rich parts of the food.
We both enjoyed the soil under the redwood more than any forest floor we have slept on.
You ate some?
No, not in our mouths, just on our backs.
Oh, well, you can eat it. It actually is full of vitamin D.
Okay.
Vitamin D.
Deception check.
Yeah, insight.
I feel like Nix believes this.
Yeah, if you eat
Alright,
enough,
I'll eat dirt.
if you eat enough, you'll grow big and strong, and that's what my brother's always told me.
Alright, I'll eat some dirt.
You guys do notice
good.
now, like
good.
in the light of day, that the trees around this, to you guys, probably is about the size of like a town square, like a small village square. But it is, the trees are so thick, it's almost like a wall. You can't see out. There's no light coming in. It's kind of it's definitely its own little cove, a redwood cove.
Sure is.
It sure is.
So, what do you guys think?
Of your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's lovely.
Me
I
too.
like it.
What was that?
Has she gone? Has she gone?
River, where did you
She's
come
gone.
from?
Oh, okay. Oh, I was just around.
Were you there the whole time?
Kind of, yes.
It's
They
pretty
saved
good.
you some potatoes.
Oh, thanks.
Have some.
Very good.
If she doesn't see you eating, she will make you eat more.
Well, she can't see me now.
She'll be back.
But you haven't had any breakfast yet.
I'm not super hungry.
But there's potatoes.
I'm sure they're great.
But you haven't had any breakfast.
I had some blackberries.
Yesterday.
Froderick's gonna go into the bowl. The River's food.
Like a hot tub.
Yeah, just
Good
Well,
try,
no,
River. It's good.
No, I'm definitely not eating them. Thank you.
Well, if you have some of the dirt that's on Froderick, you will actually retain many more vitamins.
See,
That's
I tried
objectively not true.
I tried some River. It sticks in your teeth a bit. And
That's how you know
out
it's
your
working.
throat, but it's good.
That's how you know it's working.
I believe it.
It doesn't
I
work as well as sweat.
appreciate it. Thank you. I'm pretty good right now. Thank you.
What is the plan?
What do we do? Well, let's talk it out together.
Let's talk it out together.
Okay.
There's several things that we need to do.
Well, we need to be back in Bannockburn for the 19th because
Nope.
the 19th of the 9 is
The
Oh,
31st is
Amara,
the party for Mercedes Rex.
Mercedes Rex.
The
we
convention.
got so many.
Anyway, if we're not back in Bannockburn, my mother will have my head. So
we are
We want to
VIPs in
celebrate.
these
I've
galas. We have
I've
to go.
missed a modest day for 6 years now. So she literally probably will kill me. So I do have to be
We
back
can't have
there.
that.
They say it's unlucky if you go 7 years without celebrating it.
Did they really say that?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
this
read
is
it
the
in the
7th
book.
year. I've read that too.
Well,
Gotta write that down.
Yep.
good to know.
Good. We gotta get out of the way now.
Might as well.
All right. So that's on the 19th.
That's on the 19th.
19th.
Um,
So these are the fun things we have coming up. Celebrations.
and then I guess what Mercedes Rex on the 31st.
On the 31st.
So we'd have to be back down in
distractions. For the sad state of affairs the world is in right now.
Yeah, the tomes and the goblins and the war.
All right, let's do a
And-
pros and cons
Wait!
list.
Of what?
Guys! 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 What happened to the prince?
Oh.
You know what? The last lead that we got. Oh lord.
If you're here and I'm here, then who's driving the prince?
Yukara, apparently.
Oh. No, she's
Oh.
driving.
Ooh.
Oh, he's not driving her. No, okay, anyway.
Right.
Literally, listen. So the thing about the prince is, the last lead that we got was that he was with Yukara, and I don't think that we're ready to face her.
Okay, and where do we know Yukara is? So
Prince with
Northeast of the swamps.
Yukara. Yukara in
northeast swamps.
Northeast.
That's
South.
I think
Swamps.
I
Northeast
honestly think that that's later though. I think that that's probably.
Well, I just
later.
wanted to bring
How
this to
far
everybody's
into
attention.
those swamps have we even ventured? Just to
Not
get
very.
Just to the cabin.
just to get a river back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not too keen on traveling back there myself right
You
now.
know, the humidity did a number on my arthritis too.
Are we sure that the prince is with us in the swamps?
It was a little bit
Your severed arms.
marshy rather than
Phantom
humid
pain
to me.
syndrome.
What?
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 I said we were told that the prince is with Yukara. I'm assuming that that's where he is. And if he's still
Or,
alive, if he was still alive, then he's probably still alive until
We get to that point of the
We-
plot.
That part's paused.
That part's actually paused right now. That storyline is for later.
Everyone's just like, until you guys walk in, and they're like, ah, an uproar of sound.
Right, of course.
We're just
Now
about
lots of
standing
things are
there.
happening. Yeah, just like a video game.
There are probably consequences.
Yeah, lots of things are happening.
All right, we
all
have a
the
little
time.
thing called a missing prince. That's pretty big.
Yeah, the little thing called the missing prince, and if the missing prince has that blood, he will become a really,
Missing
really big thing.
What is this about the blood? I didn't understand this.
I really don't think that that's gonna happen.
Okay, so there are a couple tonics that exist in this world that are fairly potent. One, the dragon potion that turns someone into a dragon for an hour.
dragon!
Remember?
What if I got that?
That we should give they that at the Mercedes Rex Festival. Really have a ball.
Oh, I don't know.
Just come flying in.
And then the other one is Gilver to make you grow gills and
Drink underwater.
Breathe.
breathe underwater.
You can drink all the water.
The third of this tonics that are so profound and profane is
the Troll's blood, and it would turn Nyx into the size of a Tarrasque.
Uh-huh.
So
Or
you
the
think they're
prince.
gonna give it to the prince?
They might.
That's what I would do.
Well, how are they gonna fight the prince? How are they gonna shoot at the
Frederick
prince? The
told
whole point
me.
is the prince is the guy that they want.
Truthfully, I think that they would give it to somebody expendable because it does kill them after, right? And I think that if they have the prince,
You think they
Does it
blow
kill
up?
them?
Does it blow out?
it does. This was news that we got. This
Like
was
a balloon?
information
Listen.
that we got.
I have absolutely forgotten all of this.
So here's the thing. I think if they were gonna give that to somebody, it would not be the prince because if they have the prince, they're going to be using him as
They'll probably use
they're either gonna kill him immediately or they're gonna be using him as some kind of leverage, right? So
Or maybe they use his blood
To make you into a normal sized
to
person.
make a giant person into. No, maybe.
Maybe.
One thing's for
Turns
sure.
them into a prince.
What? Turns into a prince. One thing's for sure. Whoever they use it on, we would be able to tell right away.
Yeah, we could see them for miles.
Yeah, we
they
can
would
see
be the
that.
size of the continent.
My bets. We'll take bets on it if it happens. Mine's the prince.
I will bet 3,000 gold that they will not do that to the prince.
You have to bet who they would do it to.
I have to bet who
Yukara.
they would do. No, I don't think they do. it to
Who do
Yukara.
do do?
Probably some goblin.
Maybe a
If they're gonna
witch.
do it to anybody.
Steve, Skiv,
Not Steve.
Skiff.
Steve, Skiv,
Steve.
Skiv.
Skeet.
Skeet.
I love doing scream, Skeet.
Matthew?
Okay, so the missing prince, problem number uno.
I feel like maybe.
Well, then maybe that's like problem number 4.
Well,
that's-
that's chronologically.
Chronologically, yes.
This one goes back
To episode 1.
years.
months.
What
There
else?
are goblinoids attacking the major cities.
Oh yeah, do you think they're there by now? They were on their way to the next city.
That's what I want to know. So I have to to send to Needle and see what.
Use your words.
I almost said message and then I almost said call, which is so stupid. I have to send
DM
a message to Needle to see what information she wanted to tell me.
Send her an email.
Send her an email.
Snail mail.
Anyway, I should probably do that because she might have information about what she's actually doing.
Alright, so we've got the prince, we've got the goblins that are
attacking
attacking
major
towns.
cities.
We've got the tomes that are with Violet.
Two. Well, what do we know where the other ones could be?
That's another thing that we should probably be
So we
looking
know
into.
for the most we have a sneaking suspicion that they're at the universities, the major universities.
Where's our map?
We only know, I believe,
It's
the
in the back of
location of
holding.
one. For some reason, I only have 3 out of 5 written down. We only know the location of 3.
We only know the
Two of them are
for
with
sure
Violet.
location of 3 of them. Oh my god, why is this like this?
What's the third one that we know about?
It's the one that Needle and Alis are going to.
Oh.
What's that place called?
The corn.
Carwary.
Tarawari, and then there's also the university that's in. Isn't it in Trandall?
And Ralph Lauren is.
What?
His
It's
friend
also
Tommy Hilfiger.
Yes.
Um,
He's going to Tar.
Wait, what?
Over top of the table, there's a university in Trandall, and there's one in oh my god, what's happening to me?
Between Trandall and Prington.
Between.
Just
okay.
right there.
So
Okay.
there's one,
They share a
2,
university.
We know
They're the
3.
twin cities.
3, 4, and then
Wait, where
do we
happened
know where the
before?
5th university is?
Where's 4?
Where's the 4th?
We-
Where's the 4th
there's
university?
Alan, although these things are not meant to be talked about because they're hidden for a reason, your father had a idea. He's the one that told you guys about the Trindle and Prington.
The university,
University.
in between, all the
Yeah.
way out west,
Okay.
all the way out here, and then there's one here.
Where?
Okay, I'm gonna circle them all.
Don't circle them.
It's already been circled multiple times on this map. It's okay.
You're ruining it.
So we know 4. That's Culver's Cup. That's not. It's fine.
See?
Get rid of it.
It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Okay. So here's one in Brenlin, and then here's Taraway. Here's Bannockburn, and here's the 4th one between Trandall and
And what's this
Prington.
here?
Which you know is
Bayford.
Bayford is
which Leaf you knew was the one in Prington and Trandall.
Garrison.
Berminal.
Berminal.
I'm so bad at this.
That's the university that you were aware of.
What is it? Burmal?
Berminal.
Burminal.
Burmal?
Well,
B-U-R-M-I-N-A-L.
the only other places that I see that are major are Stonewell, all the way out west, like southwest, and Bayford, which is just south.
How close are we to?
What do
Bayford
we
is
know?
the big city, right?
It's the biggest city in all of Kavaria, outside of the kingdom.
May I take a peep at the map?
I mean, we would understand like basic geography.
We would know of Kavaria.
I don't know.
They would have to have taught us.
Yeah, some of you that, Nyx, you might not know all of the places and all the, whatever, but your family is well traveled. That's part of what they talk about around the fire once a year, is. But it's not like today where you look it up,
Yeah.
but yes.
Google Maps.
And where is Needle?
Needle and Aylis are heading west. They said. I should contact them.
Have we checked on the kingdom after we were worried about the army passing through?
I think that Alan sent word,
Okay.
Yeah, Alan did send word.
and he has the other sending zone.
No.
Wyleth does.
I'm going to send to Needle.
Okay.
Needle. First, I didn't know Aylis was ready to travel yet, but that's great. Glad to know he's healthy again. Also, what is the information that you wanted to tell me?
All right, so waiting for that. Yes. Okay, so you hear back a little bit later. Hello. Aylis was healed. I didn't take him broken or anything. I made sure that. But we got to talking, and we thought that the sooner we could get on the heels of Loredon, the better.
Ralph Lauren.
And that's all she said.
So they're going towards
Garrington.
Garrington.
Have we ever been to Garrington?
No.
It's quite a ways away.
That's Gary's
What
town.
was his name?
Lauren.
Raloran or Dawn.
He did it.
And Mort would know that this is a female professor.
How did she get that job?
We don't. We're
I
not
thought it was
sexist
mine.
in Brinlin.
Just women don't have as big of brains, so
My mother is also a professor.
I'm not Nick saying this.
And so was Mort's mom.
And so was mine.
I fully believe
Of
this.
entomology.
Entomology.
Of the
If
bugs.
we went towards Garrington, we'd never get back to Bannockburn by the Sun Gala.
Well, Garrington is Bannockburn's here. Garrington
Garystown.
is here. That's probably
That's what it's
over
colloquially
mountains and
known
through
as,
woods. To grandmother's house we go,
We'd
right?
have to go.
Hell of a job over there.
Oh, it's so far. We can't go
And
there.
where's the redwoods? No, where?
Under Culver's Cove,
Yes.
right here. So we're close to Brinlin, and I see now that we're quite far away from Koan. That's also really far.
You want to go to Brinlin and then ferry over to the landmass?
I mean,
Ferry.
it probably would be faster to take
A boat.
but it still would be,
But also we can go to Bayford and we can go and see all the cool shops there. Have you ever been to Bayford? It's beautiful.
Where's Bayford?
Would we make it back in time if we went to Bayford? That's my only question.
Well, it's like halfway between.
No. Bannockburn's way up there.
Oh, I keep thinking Bannockburn's down.
Bannockburn's here. I just don't know if we'll make it back in time.
No, we
It's
won't.
a 3-day journey from
We
here.
won't make it back, it's fine.
But I think that we could go to Bayford after we do the Mercedes
Before going
Rex.
to Coban.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to pass through Bayford anyway, probably, to get to Coban, right? Yeah.
So what are we doing today?
Should we start our trek back to Bannockburn?
Have any of you ever been to Bayford before?
Leaf has.
Yeah.
I don't know if River has. River was in Bannockburn and then traveled to Freemore and then to Culver's Cove.
Yeah. You wouldn't have probably been to Bayford
And
then.
in that area.
Bayford is huge.
Bayford, what? Or Bayford?
Unless if River's family went on vacation, that's probably where they would have gone. But cultured, but I don't know if they ever did.
Leaf definitely went with his family.
Right.
Is that what's the closest city we haven't explored yet? It's pretty far away still, huh?
Well, those are the large cities that whatever map maker who made this particular map noted.
Okay.
But there are villages and cities galore, throughout.
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's go.
We won't.
We're adventurers. Let's just
I thought you meant to
adventure.
Bayford. Well, we won't make it back to Culver's
Well, I won't
Cove.
go to Bayford.
No.
But
Let's not go south.
Because we have to end up north in 3 days?
6
west.
days.
6 days.
Would any of us know of any other like towns and villages that we would maybe be like, oh, we should check on them to make sure they weren't attacked?
You would not,
I know that.
but and I don't know if you would
I
either
traveled all through the north.
to Culver's Cove. Yeah,
Like in those areas, I was in a couple different towns.
right.
Have we
In
been up in
villages and
those
those
mountains
areas.
to the west more?
No, you haven't been there.
You want to
Leaf
go
has.
a little west, northwest, just kind of stay close to Bannockburn? Or just we'll adventure and see what happens.
Well, I think that yes, we might as well. As long as we are in Bannockburn
By
for
the
the
19th.
19th, and probably the day before, because
You gotta get dressed up on
We've got
Right.
to
There's a lot of preparation.
There's
So, I mean, you could go a little, early to
that's what I think.
prepare.
It's going to take 3 days to get there. If we see anything along the way, let's
yeah,
stop.
let's go there.
But we can go there. We can buy outfits.
Yeah.
Do you want to go to Bannockburn? Do we know of a place in Bannockburn where we can buy outfits?
Sadly, Bannockburn has
Was
burned to the
sadly,
ground?
yeah,
Do
there
we know of
was
place
a.
in Culver's Cove that we can.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Culver's
Culver's Cove is a tourist,
We will go to Culver's Cove.
metropolis.
Let's
If
go
we're
to
gonna
Culver's
if we're
Cove.
gonna celebrate the Sun Gala, we have to have good outfits. So let's go there. We can go and buy some
And
clothes.
it's been about a month since they're insurgents, and so, and last time you guys were there was already a lot rebuilt.
We could have a shopping episode.
Oh my god, I'm montage.
All right, let's go to Culver's Cove, and then we'll make our way to Bannockburn afterwards. Sound good? We can get outfits.
That sounds good.
Okay.
What are you doing over there?
Somebody's spilling
So
something.
many Skittles.
So, one of your mouse friends is spilling everything.
Yeah, you guys look over and you see a bunch of little mouse folk that were listening in on your conversation.
Hi.
Hi. Where are you gonna go?
We're gonna go to Culver's Cove. And we're gonna get fancy outfits.
Can I come?
No.
Yes.
No.
Thank
I
you.
think you can. Here, hop in.
No. It's like a tiny little.
They
newborn
hop
baby
into
mouse.
your pocket,
It's like a
In
forget.
the bag of holding.
into the bag of holding. Oh God!
Just falls forever.
And they fall forever in there. How does it work?
Open it.
Get out.
Oh no! Is it like the sunken place? Like what's going on in the bag of holding? I've never understood.
You'll have to go in it
It's like a
someday.
pocket
I'll go.
dimension.
I'll go in
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Can I fit in it?
You know what, Mort? I
Anything
think
can
you
fit.
should go inside right now and try to find those mouse babies that
Oh my
jumped
god,
in.
bottle
That was-
episode where Mort is in the bag of holding.
I'll go into the bag of
No,
holding.
I'm just gonna reach in there and pull out the mouse.
Yeah, as soon as you think of them, they're there.
There's nothing not.
Yes,
They
they did.
did.
God.
They did.
How many were there?
There was 2.
2. I reach in
Roger.
and grab one of them, and I put her down.
What happened while you were in there?
It was really hard to breathe.
What did you feel? What did you see?
So much space, but dark.
And get the
It's
other
like death.
Oh. Sorry.
It's all right. Are we there?
No. You're still in
one.
Redwood Cove.
Did it feel like longer than 4 seconds?
It felt like forever.
I know
You come out, you're
this
ancient.
feeling.
Oh yeah, they're like 30.
I
No,
know.
they're the same
Wild
age.
in there.
Yes, it is.
Did I just go into a bag of holding?
Where did my pen
What did you
just
do?
go?
That's the real
Maybe
truth.
the glutton's mouth was just a giant bag of holding.
That's what happened in Maud.
You know what? Yukara has bags.
Of holding.
And you know who's holding them? The
Friends?
For goblin slaves.
All right. I was just joking. You really can't. You really. I didn't
can't.
expect you to jump into the bag. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Sorry to
Nix.
cause you unshakable trauma.
Hop off.
She has a small mind. She'll be okay.
I'm really concerned with your size of brain talk lately, Nix.
Well, she's not developed.
All right. I'm gonna go say goodbye to my friends. If everybody else
That's really
wants
pure.
to do that too.
Okay.
I will
River
speak
is just standing there.
poorly.
You're just like cussing people
Yeah,
out.
I'll say.
Has he learned anything yet?
No.
I feel like you learned like a couple of
You
words
learned how to
last
say
night.
hello. How do you say hello? How do you say goodbye?
So ready? Wickaboo.
I did.
But otherwise, he's like
Sayonara.
I
Wrong
found
one.
a-
Wrong one.
3-foot tall horse.
You're a
Can I eat
bitch.
your 3-foot horse?
Can I eat your 3-foot horse?
I will drop bombs on the redwoods.
I say that your
I
home
do
is
have a
beautiful.
question.
Will burn
Does-
eternally.
The embers will never die.
Does anybody know why the giants were pulling up the trees?
Probably goblin related.
I would think the amount of warfare we are to expect that they needed
The wood.
lumber, siege weapons,
And
boats.
this is the strongest. This is some
Your
of the
brother
strong.
said something.
This is some of the strongest wood.
Those are pretty strong giants.
Well, also,
They
your
threw a
brother
rock
had
right
said
in the
something
river.
about how they were pressuring Mousefolk into joining the cause.
Yeah, we're just one of many smaller groups that they might be going after.
Do we
Do we know anything about whether the redwood trees are magical in any way?
The redwood trees are known for being mighty. Very, very strong wood, but easy to work with.
Okay.
Is that the only type of tree that we saw being uprooted?
Yes.
Are there other types of trees around here?
There are other
What?
types of trees, but what it's known for is the redwoods.
They're not gonna take any pines.
Pines.
Pines ain't nothing.
Pine's too soft.
Hey, pines stop.
I have a question. Just not having anything to do with anything. Well, a little bit to do with anything. So obviously Kovan is like super swampy and hot and kind of like islandy.
Right.
But are the swamps up north like more marshy?
They
and
are.
Cool?
They are more marshy, not more cool, because unlike our atmosphere, it's a little bit different. But
The core of this earth
the-
is made of ice.
it is. No, but out, if you were to go further east, it is cold. It's a little bit different how the poles work in this world.
So so it's colder out east, but it's warmer north and south?
All of Kavaria is pretty temperate. I mean, you're going to find some differences. Obviously, it's going to get a little hotter near the water down south, but
And cooler in the mountains and stuff.
oh yeah.
That's why Brendan was so foggy.
Right.
So out west, is it like, it's not like desertous, it's still...
It's not desert. No, it's still most of Kavaria. God, how would I think I've told you guys this before. Kavaria is like the size of France.
Oh, okay.
It's not that big.
Okay.
Right.
I understand.
I mean,
I'm
if it
trying
takes like 7 days to get across a third of the top and bottom.
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain is like, it's the United States. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the United
It's
States.
not. She's
So
not.
and it's not even like France, but it's like about the size,
The size.
of
It's not a
So-
huge continent.
and
So-
because so it's not like so affected by
So Kudayon, how do you say it?
Kudayan.
Kudayon.
Kudayan.
Kudian.
Cooties.
Cooters.
Is it completely different?
Kudayan is a completely different kingdom.
Right.
It's another
Is
kingdom.
it snowy?
It is snowy. Yeah.
Wow, this is really
I didn't know we had the
interesting.
Pillsbury Doughnuts.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
It was plaguing my mind because I was
I
trying to
love
figure
this.
it out.
Yeah, I love that
Okay.
stuff.
It's gonna be hard to ferry over there if it's all ice.
It'll turn into ice. We'll just have to walk in.
It's not immediately ice
just-
over
I
that
just
small
step
channel of
through it, I
water.
fall through it. I die.
It's like hot, and then you
Yeah.
Perfect ice.
immediately ice.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's like really warm down here, but
Yeah.
okay, cool. Cool.
All that witchcraft.
Okay.
And it's why like Culver's Cove is beautifully temperate
It's like San
all the
Francisco.
time. It's kind of like a San Francisco, not as maybe
Not as gay.
it's not as gay. Not as gay.
That's
as
when
San
I'm
Francisco.
there.
No, it definitely is. Just as gay. and but it's just like it's perfect weather all the time. It's not like too hot that you're sweaty and sticky. It's not too cool that you have to It's like perfect weather for a cardigan.
Like San Francisco.
Like San Francisco. Yeah.
Or Washington.
Washington's kind of cold, isn't it?
It's temperate.
There's parts of Culver's Cove that are a little bit like they play up the tropics because it's a cove, naturally, and so there's some tropical feel around there because it's a vacation spot.
Yeah.
So
Let's go on a vacation to Culver's Cove and get outfits.
All right, well, let's go. We got to get our horses that we tied outside.
Oh, I need to see Gus and Michael.
They are in Culver's
They're in
Cove.
Culver's
Rita,
They are.
Not Rita.
Raina.
Raina is
Raina.
taking care of them. Lots of our names, too.
Leaf goes and says goodbye to all of his friends, all of his little kid friends that he was playing some mouse.
The
ball
children
game.
that you're not attracted to, though.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to
Oh my god, we need to
don't
stop.
say that ever again. That's not who we are.
He goes around and he says goodbye to Morinst and thanks her for the food.
Oh.
And also goes and says
And Marin's
goodbye.
is so she gives you a hug.
Morinst. And goes and says goodbye to Mitch. And
Oh,
there's
lovely.
there's an awkward handshake.
He doesn't make eye contact, but he says, "Best sleep I ever had."
And I think I'm gonna love you.
And
That's how he
says goodbye to
feels.
Papa
That's not my
and
fault.
Uncle Fester as well.
Well,
Lovely,
okay,
yeah.
well, first of all, I'm gonna go walk up to Mr. Uncle Faster.
Mr. Uncle Faster,
And I'm gonna give him a pound
Pat
it.
smooch on the lip.
pound it.
God! It's my uncle!
Classic Uncle Faster.
You don't get in the pool
You
with
go
Uncle
you go to give him a fist bump, and he gives you a kiss on the lips.
No! Oh my god!
Everybody has one of those uncles.
Oh my god! You said what I said was bad? Anyway,
I mean, it is worse. Objection.
Yeah, well, that's way worse.
you said creepy Uncle Fester kisses me on the lips.
What's worse? What's worse?
First of all, Uncle Fester is not creepy. Let's
No,
just
he's
get
not.
that
I'm
straight.
gonna hug him.
Right
Maybe
now.
you kiss.
No!
I don't know. It's like European.
We are in France.
Where?
We're not in France.
Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go up to
No.
Uncle Fester and give him a big hug.
Yes, and he
And a
gives you a
smooch.
big old hug.
No, I'm not gonna smooch him.
I'll give him a smooch.
What is wrong with you guys?
What is wrong with
Leaf
me
will give him
today?
a smooch.
Yeah, we'll give him
What's wrong
smooches.
with me today?
What if? Can we just start saying that's like our culture and we just bring people?
I think that's just more. You said we, like anything.
No, like Leaf's in it too, right?
Leaf too. Leaf doesn't understand that, doesn't understand culture.
Yeah.
So he thinks it is part of culture.
You just
He watches
Because-
Mort do it, and then he does
More,
it.
because more does.
I don't want to be too creepy. What I'll do, all right, I don't want to be
What would you like to do to
the hand.
Uncle
I want to
Fester?
do like the curtsy hand.
You kiss their tiny
You
little
take
paws.
his
His wrinkly.
his bare paw.
Yeah, no fur at all.
No
on this
fur.
man.
Yes.
Mouse
And he
Leaf,
just-
Leaf sees that he does that,
And I
he goes up and does
humbly
the same.
you would just like bend over.
He just looks at you, Nix.
I don't know. They're from the south.
I'm not from the south.
Okay.
Yeah, the west.
The west.
Like the airline.
Five will
No,
goes
that's what
west.
they do in the south. That's,
Next when we go west.
That's what that episode's gonna be called.
Next goes west.
Five will goes west.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, I haven't said goodbye to my father.
You have not.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, gotta get going.
I know. But
You give a big kiss on the lips.
8 months, you'll be back.
Yeah. 8 months. I mean, unless something happens. But
Nothing will happen.
you're right.
You'll be fine.
You say that.
We'll be back sooner than that when we find your sons.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, you all be safe.
And then I give him a big wet kiss. No, I don't. I give him a hug.
Just do it.
No!
Ruin everything.
Ruin the world.
You start making like that SNL skit or that family like kiss.
Kisses.
Real hard. They're just gonna hug. They're gonna hug. They're gonna hug with
Yes.
their tongue.
Stop it. All right, moving
Damn
on.
it, Tommy.
Saying goodbye to your family and your friends and your lovers. You exit Redwood Cove the way you came,
From whence you came.
from whence you came.
Did
And
we?
go ahead.
Do we have any leads on your siblings? Hicks?
Well,
we just
they-
know they're.
They said that the man, the goblin who convinced them was that hobgoblin who was a ranger, and I think we might have killed him. So I don't know where they'd even be if you
Where
if
were
we
we
went with
when
him.
when we came across that?
We were at the ruins.
You were outside of outside the ruins
The
of
bar
Bannockburn.
guest hole.
Of Bannockburn.
And they had the bag that your brother took.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find them. We'll ask around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're kind of easy to spot
Mm-hmm.
if we're not in tall grass.
Right.
All right, so leaving, you guys go out. You doesn't take very long. You find your horses, untie them, get on their backs, and head
Give them a
towards.
snack.
Give them a
Give
snack.
him a tongue kiss.
We did tie them up with a
Leaf
bunch of vegetables
sketches
around. They
one
probably
You
way.
did, yeah.
They probably had
definitely had a lot of
snacks.
There was a good bounty. Yeah.
Leaf, when we get our horses, can you sketch mine?
Yes.
Can you draw me like one of
I-
your friends?
Draw my horse like one of your French horses.
I absolutely will. Well, how many horses we have? We have
I have
3.
Three.
Like
We have
12.
3 right now, and they belong to Bannockburn.
We have those 3, then we have our real ones that are in Culver's Cove.
And then we have our
Yes,
real 4.
The real ones
Or
are in
they're
Brenlin.
And we have one attached
So
to
we'll probably
a
get
cloak.
The real ones as opposed to the
Oh
fake
yeah,
ones.
we have that one. No, that one's gone.
That was
I
fun.
think
The
we
real
just-
horses.
You guys are just on like the sticks. You're playing
That's so stupid.
I'm sure they are being well taken care of down in
Well,
Brenlin.
we're gonna go back to Brinlin for the Mercedes Rex
We'll get
convention.
our horses when we go down there.
We should get little hats made for the horses.
What
like
are these
Mercedes
horses'
Rex.
names?
I don't know that.
Don't name them. We'll get too attached.
That's
We'll
true.
become too attached. Yes.
All right.
All right, let's go, Bob.
Robert.
Robert, let's go.
You guys are headed to Culver's Cove first, right? Okay. And Culver's Cove is only about a day,
Perfect.
so it's morning time. You've had your breakfast. You head out around 10, and you can make it there in about 7-8 hours.
Nice.
It's not too far off.
Excellent.
And along the way,
Don't.
I'm just wondering if anyone wants to make any.
I wanna make a perception check.
Or,
I'm always looking.
Right.
I have a good pass.
I would like to make one though, because I want to roll.
Yes, go for it.
I don't know my dice.
Whoever would like to, you may.
Are we in the forest?
8.
No, we're on the road now. If you're doing it right away, you're still in the.
Okay, advantage. Okay, so that's a 22.
22 is much better than 8.
Sure.
Looking around, there doesn't appear to be any other like giants or things of that nature, but as you're looking around, 22, which is a little bit, well, River, you probably noticed this too. You would notice this, in fact.
25.
That there is, you do hear the flapping of wings that you had noticed earlier in this part of the forest.
But it is a little bit difficult to hear because Leaf is singing the entire time.
Hey, listen.
I thought you were doing beautiful.
I thought it was a lovely tune.
I know, but we should probably be quiet while we pass through because of the.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too, but I was really into the music.
He's a great singer. You're a great singer.
And you
I'm
know,
a practiced singer, so.
it's only about a 6 to 8 hour journey, depending typically on which merchants are traveling at this point and at this time and all that. But Nyx, you know the fast route because you make this route all the time. Well, your family did. The first time you ever did it on your own, this happened. So, yeah. But yeah, you can kind of take those off the beaten pathways that are still pretty fast, but you can stay undercover.
Nice.
And then 6 to 8 hours. It's about 6.5 hours you guys make it to
Nice.
the gates of Bannockburn.
Culver's
And the
Cove?
south, or Culver's Cove. The south gate is where you guys would arrive at first.
Okay.
Behold the cove.
We're here.
Is it like the gate is closed and there's like guards?
Yeah, there's not guards like there are in Fremore or Bannockburn, but there are lookouts. And as they see people coming in, they lift the gates up, which before were left open most of the time. But yeah, as people are arriving, as people are sort of being seen, if people are recognized, the gates are risen. They're not like checking papers or anything like that.
Okay.
I want to say hi to Aldo.
Of course.
Yeah. I should probably at least, you want to say hi to your frogs. I'll say hi to Raina. Have fun.
This is the song Leaf is
No,
singing.
this is not the right one. Sorry. Got
The
it.
vibe.
I had to find the Culver's Cove music.
This is
It's been so long.
It's been a minute
Yeah.
since we
so
heard
long.
this beautiful music.
I love hearing the minstrel of Culver's Cove play their song.
Uh-huh. They're always playing the exact same song.
Mastery, Nix.
So the market district is where we're going to find
Clothing.
and things like that.
Well, let's say hi to our friends. We can say hi to
I'm
Aldo.
going straight for my frogs.
Yeah, I'm following Nyx at this point.
Okay.
Looking for.
Heading towards, and that's not off,
Isn't
far off
Aldo
from.
also at the
He's at
Aldo's at
Benji's,
Benji's.
yeah.
Yeah. Just behind Benji's is Raina's shop is right on that same like where the street curves. What is happening to my brain? Is Raina's shop, and that's where the bottom side, the little stable in the back.
Okay, I go straight for that.
Awesome. And you see Corin.
See a bloody massacre.
You do. She is passed, and no, Corin is in the stables currently. There is a few goats in there that she has acquired, so that were not there last time you were there, and Michael and Gus are there waiting for you.
God.
She's taking care of them.
I jump
Gives
right
her
off. I
purpose.
jump
Yeah.
right off of my horse and go right for my frogs.
Run for my frogs.
Jennifer came here. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I go say hi to my frogs.
Yeah, they are just. I don't know what frogs do, but they are jumping and a licking and binya pollywogging all over you.
Oh my god, they're
so
They're
excited.
getting all their juice on me.
They are. Well,
Ooh. Well.
Do you collect some?
Yes, this have.
and Corin is there just feeding the goats, and she turns around. Oh, you're back.
Yeah. Did you think I wouldn't be?
Oh, I just didn't. I hadn't heard from.
No, we've
From you in a while.
we've been doing quite a bit since we left. Who was that?
I don't know.
Since we left.
LA.
She's like, I went out west.
You
It
have
sounds
done
like
such
you-
a good job taking care of these frogs.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're so plump.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What do you feed them?
Mostly flies and worms. I did some reading. I went to the library and I got books on frogs, and I think I'm doing an okay job.
I think you are too.
Thank
all.
you. Okay.
What
Like
Nix is trying to
talking
say is
to
that she really appreciates you taking care
Thank
of
you
her.
so much. I don't feel like talking in my brain today, so it's just not happening in my life.
Yeah, it's no problem.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You don't sound like you're fine. Is there anything we can do to help you?
Probably not.
She's in mourning.
That's worse than what I said.
I'm doing okay. I'm just staying busy, and I don't really know what to say. I don't really want to talk about it.
We don't have to talk about it.
Thanks.
Okay. Just know that if you need anything while we're in town, let us know. We can help.
I just would like for my father's death to be avenged. So when that happens, you could definitely maybe tell me about that.
Yes.
Hey.
Can I can I give an inspiring speech to the group about how we're going to avenge
Yes.
the death of your father? And everyone gets 10 hit points. And
Perfect.
you do too. I
Oh,
picked 6
Corin
people.
gets them?
Yeah, Corin gets them, so it feels a little
Here's-
stout.
Corin, I promise you that no matter what I do, Wyleth will be dealt with, so you don't have to worry about that.
We
Thank you.
got him right where we want him.
We kind of don't, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's right where we want him.
So,
Are we having Wi-Fi problems?
is he going to be okay?
No, I think it's going to be
Dealt with soon then?
We're trying.
All right. Well, I'm trying not to be, too down because my dad would not like that. But, I don't want to talk about it because then I'm just, bringing you all down. And I don't like to do that. So I will be fine. I would very much like to hear about when this Wyleth is taken care of, though, because although I don't necessarily want revenge, I
do.
would like him to die.
Well, I want revenge, so it's a personal goal of mine. Don't worry.
Thank you.
If you find you need to talk or just express yourself to someone who will listen without judgment, I will be around.
Thank you.
He's got a good listening ear.
Are you taking the frogs back
No,
now?
they can stay here if you want them to.
Well, I would very much like to, just for, not forever, but just for a little while longer, while you guys are off doing things, I could.
Yeah. That's
All right,
fine.
thank you.
They'd probably just be in the way anyway if we took them with us. So.
I would just drop them off at home.
Oh.
They can stay here for a little while
Yeah,
longer.
but they're happy here. They're fine.
Good.
Look how plump they are.
They're very plump.
I do, twice a day we go all around the stable, to try to get some exercise.
Well, they're supposed to be a little bit plump.
Right.
The rule is 3 fingers.
Okay. Your fingers or mine?
Mine. But
Okay.
like if you push in the 3 fingers
So like my-
sideways,
Okay.
you can feel the rib.
Okay.
And you have to go in and hold it there.
Okay.
And then it'll slowly come back out. And if it stays in for 3 seconds, that means they're perfectly plump.
I thought that
Thank
meant that
you.
you are dehydrated.
Not for frogs.
I'm going to go up to Leaf and poke his ribs with 3 fingers and be like, "You are perfectly plump."
Perfectly plump. Thank you.
Perfect.
Kay, is Raina alright?
Yes. She's gone a bit eccentric recently.
Recently?
Well, I mean, more so. She has got it in her mind that she's doing. Well, No, I'm not gonna. Just go and see.
Okay. So River's gonna go
that's
into the
intriguing.
shop. Yeah.
The bells ring as soon as you go in, and you can see now that there is like these homemade wooden signs that say, heroes, made every day, fresh by Raina, hand carved, and you immediately see River a carving of a tiefling that looks very similar to you. And as you look closer, there's a Leaf, there's a Mort, there's a little Nyx. You can even see a little teensy Frodrick, all hand carved and in different heroic positions.
Oh no. Oh
Yes.
no.
And I go and pick it up and I'm like, I'm so excited.
Is this what I look like?
Raina, it looks just like me.
Oh, yes.
And Raina comes in now as she hears the bells ring. Welcome.
Hey,
Oh,
Hi.
You're back. Well, that's exciting. I have you like them.
I like it.
Aren't they brilliant?
Does it look like me? Look,
It just like.
Just like you.
see?
I
Captures your
have captured
golden aura.
the mannerisms. I think perfectly. Look at River.
They're whittled.
They're whittled. Yeah.
what is the pose
The
of a
whittle.
person?
The whittled.
River
The
looks
whittled
What
wood.
is everybody's poses?
There's different so like there's
Oh, she's made a lot.
yes there are sets. So there's sets.
Busy.
Yes, there are sets of 4.
See.
But then there's like set of 4 with Frodrick, and then set of 4 with frogs, and there's different things that you guys are doing. There's the events that took place, like one of Nick's like pulling back the bow that's gonna like light the fire. There's like a little fire at the end of her arrow. So there's like probably at this point right now there's about 12 different sets that she has throughout the
Have
the
you
shop.
sold a lot of these?
Not yet, but
You've sold some?
I have sold us a set. Yes.
Ooh.
Who sold?
Aldo.
Aldo has, but he does want to start carrying them in the tavern. This has only been a few weeks that I've started this, but I've been hard at work, and as the name of the tellers is spreading,
You have a great memory of what we look like.
thank you. Well, I've seen you in pretty
You did
when
sleep
things
in my closet for a couple
you've
of
lived
nights.
you've all lived in the flat upstairs.
You got my nose a little wrong, but
That's
you think?
exactly your nose.
That's your nose. It
Thank
has a
you.
little crook
Thank
to
you.
it.
I thought it was
does.
spot on.
I mean, I can tell you're having a hard time with my complexion.
Well, it's wood.
I mean,
But you can see that like all of the poses are incredibly heroic except for Rivers. Like Rivers are all sort of like
Gay.
Blase.
how much for a set?
the set currently I'm selling for 5 gold.
5 gold. Do you want one?
Do you think that's a fair price?
I want one of everyone else.
I think that's just fine. Why don't we just get one set?
I'm going to buy a set. Which one do we want?
The one
Would
with
you like?
Frodrick, of course.
There's a few with Frodrick.
Well,
Frodrick's-
I
let-
like the one when I have my arrow and it's on fire.
That's
So
one
we'll
of my
get that
favorites.
Then we'll get that
I
one.
want the Frodrick with the cigar at the gambling table.
Oh, when he's
I don't
gambling?
have that one.
Oh, okay. So when he
I'll
recently
put it-
got
yeah, tell me about it.
Hat
Okay.
and Frodrick.
Oh, let me look at the hat. In here. Got it.
Frodrick, you can't expect everyone to just draw you with a cigar in your mouth. That doesn't make
Well,
any
he
sense.
really does like the
Cigar
snow
and
colours.
playing cards.
And he gambles. He once told me that he
Playing
could,
cards.
He could run Leaf out of all of his family's money.
I've seen him do it.
Frodrick's a hustler.
I'm an excellent gambler. So.
No,
You haven't seen Frodrick play.
Do you want to see my favorite set?
Let's
Yes.
see it.
Yes.
All right.
We're all
um,
naked.
Oh my god.
she pulls out the set where it is the one of you pulling back the arrow and the little fire on the end of your spearhead, arrowhead. And Mort is like, his hands are out like this. There's like this sort of like illuminating magic coming forth from his hand. Leaf has like picked up. There's an orc he's holding over his head. And River is going,
No dagger in the hand or anything.
there's a dagger.
Oh, just a
But
dagger.
yeah, you're holding the dagger like this.
But like absolutely like the face.
Yeah.
You know, you can make another set. Rivers just like this. Because I don't think I got it enough. Just like this.
Yes.
Yeah, you really have to be
The,
out
ha-
there.
the half-lidded eyes.
Is that what I look like? Is that what I look
Well,
like?
no,
Yes.
Well, the trick is to have the one finger out because the
One
dagger, the blade just rests on the finger.
And River right now is literally standing like
Well,
that.
I
Yeah.
wanted,
I can't believe
like
you think
against
this is
the
what I
wall.
look like.
And I'm like,
River,
Who you calling Pinhead?
River has this uncanny ability to just nonchalantly snag arrows out of the air, like, oh, I'm River, here we go, and I got
I
it.
do, yeah, I do catch them.
So maybe it could be like this.
But
1
then you
second.
got someone else's arrow right there.
What does this cost? 5 gold.
This is 5 gold for the set.
This is. I will take it.
Here you are. Treasure it.
She like.
Does it like just come? It comes like all of them.
They're separate. Each piece is separate, so
Okay.
each of you is separate. But yeah, they're about
Beyond doing this.
like
They're tiny.
they're about like 2 inches.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Little pendants.
It's like
No, they're like
around
little
our
2
necks.
inches. Yeah.
I love that.
I will not be wearing myself as a necklace.
No, no.
I put them.
I'm
in
wearing
my
Rupert.
my little secret compartment.
Beautiful.
All of them right here.
Yeah. She puts them in a little velvet pouch for you. So you got a little
Right against my heart.
Okay. Where's the best place to buy fancy clothes in town?
Oh, fancy clothes.
I know I
Well,
lived here for like a year, but I can't remember.
your best bet.
Piss me off.
Probably Marianne's. She's got a good assortment. She buys the leather from that family. She's got a very good assortment right now of velvet.
Velvet?
And silk?
She just got a few reams in. Silk, always silk.
Cashmere.
I don't know. Probably.
I need a good sweater.
Yes. Well, Marianne has it all, but I know that she just got in a pretty good off the boat, large containers worth of just reams and reams of fabric.
Excellent.
Next, what are you gonna wear?
I don't know.
Well, I think we should go to Marianne's and see what's up.
Clothing boutique.
Are we singing again on the way?
Well, do you want to stop by Aldo first?
We're singing?
Since
Leaf
he's
was
right there.
singing on the walks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yes, just say hi to Aldo. I also want to go to Benji's grave and take a little bit of soil and put it in a pouch.
Okay,
The
got it.
vitamin D soil? Oh, no.
I'm not eating his grave soil. No,
Okay.
Evan has
it's not
good
this not right
nutrients.
now.
Well, River is already walking towards what's
Benji's?
Benji's.
Okay.
Did he keep the name Benji's?
Yeah, it's still Benji's.
what
What a sweet man.
Is
All
it
right.
called the Teller's Tavern?
Yeah, it's the Teller's Tavern.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. It's not called Benji's.
It's not called Benji's.
It's the Teller's Tavern.
Old Teller's
sorry,
Tavern.
Old Tellers. Yeah, so you guys head over
Tellers.
to Old Tellers.
Our namesake.
Mr.
But
Teller.
it says Benji's Old Tellers now.
Aw.
We'll just say that because that's what we need.
It's like crudely like.
Yes.
It's an honor.
Aldo did it
Honor.
himself.
Yeah, he did.
Aw.
He did.
Or Raina made a sign.
Oh,
Raina!
This would be beautiful.
Raina absolutely carved
Yeah,
Benji's over Old Tellers.
she's carving out of wood.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
She's a whittler.
She's a whittler.
She sent the giants.
She's using all that wood. She has
Could
some
you
very
imagine?
Well-
Could you imagine if she was somehow the
Let me write that in.
I want her to carve something into my shield one day.
Into my body.
Into my body one day.
Into my body.
Yeah, River's inside of the Teller's Tavern.
All right, you
now,
guys
waiting for you guys.
swing open. It's pretty busy in here today. Much busier than last time you guys were here. It looks just about like the doors that you guys saw last time. Now they've been completely finished, brand new doors, and it's bustling. It's bustling in Old Tellers. And you guys see Aldo, and he is behind the bar. And as soon as you guys walk in, he's like, "Whoa,
I love it so much.
my friends! Welcome. Come on, sit down. Let's have a drink."
Okay.
You just want to bomb
With my breath.
with my breath.
So you guys want to try something new today?
Yes.
Because I've got a brand new mead.
What is it?
It's something I'm preparing for Amatis' Sun Gala.
Does it taste like the sunshine?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Oh my gosh, you're so smart. She has a crush on him.
Aw. It's something I've been doing, because you guys know the crush is coming up pretty soon. We're just like,
That's what they make the wine.
aren't you a wine guy, man?
The wine.
His
Yes.
is kind of subpar.
The crush.
I don't participate.
Have you crushed the wine with your feet?
I
When's
have
that?
not.
Never ever in your
Oh, that's at the end of fall, so we've got a couple months, but the crush is coming up, and I got some of the early grapes, like
basically brand new baby newborn grapes. And if you get them, like right at the particular right time when the moon is shining, they're so tender and sour.
Tender?
Yeah, they're like they burst.
Oh my gosh, they burst?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I made a little deal with Parasim, and I got some of these like newly baby born grapes, and I made this meat out of them. It's like not quite a meat. It's kind of like a wine, but I'm not like stepping on your toes, man.
I am not offended.
Because I did add honey.
That sounds delicious.
So it's like, it's pretty good if you want to try it.
I would love to try it. I think maybe there's a
I
business
haven't had anyone try it yet.
Yes, maybe. If it's good.
I'll have some.
You'll try it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
So you're telling me you had Parison grapes?
Parasim grapes, yeah. From their vineyard.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's closer over here, so.
It's right
And
there,
it's usually
man.
better in general,
Oh, I like it.
I would say.
Well, better compared to what?
None. At all.
I mean, it's really just, in the eye of the taster, I guess.
Like
You're so wise.
Thanks.
it's the strongest sense for love.
Oh.
All right.
And after a little while, he comes back. And he's got these, like, typically there's a lot of tankards in here, but he's got these beautiful little. Make sure I'm close enough to my mic. I hope I haven't been away for it too long. These little glasses that are like a little bit thinner at the bottom, and they kind of pair up, and they're about 3 inches tall. They're like these little guys, and he lays them in front of you, and he takes this beautiful, like metal vase, and he pours this into your glasses.
How much?
Oh, it's on the house, man.
We did save the city.
I would like if I could get your honest opinion, though.
I thought you were going to say autograph.
Leave that. It's uncouth
Whoa.
to say
It's
that.
really weird.
It's a bit uncouth.
I thought we were
Well,
friends.
I always give my honest opinion.
Wonderful. All right.
We are friends.
Thanks.
Cheers.
You know what?
I sip it.
That's actually really good.
That's so good.
Yes. Thanks. What I really like about it is like the nose is like a little bit tart, right?
Yeah.
And so as soon as you go in, you're gonna get that
Like the nose feel is a little bit tart. That's what I was thinking.
right. Yeah. And then like you take it in, you take that first sip, and it's immediately like, ooh, there's like some acid.
The acid.
Yeah, some acidity is really happening, and you get that like burst of sour, but then it really mellows with the honey.
Yeah, the end is like a total honey moment.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah,
It's
I get it.
real sweet.
And I don't think it's too sweet because like you've got that like citrus sour blend mellow honey. Oh, like leave it with a little bit of just like, I'd like to come back for more.
Would you say like two ingredients just complementing each other perfectly?
I would say that, yeah.
Al is a human person, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know that though.
Are we all just space dust, man?
Yeah, precisely.
So you like it?
I do. Yeah, it's good.
Um,
What are you gonna call it?
I'm gonna call it,
Aldo's sourdough.
What?
okay, that's really interesting.
What do you call it?
Effervescence.
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 Effervescence. I did already have one called effervescence, though.
Aldovescence.
If you had to name a drink out of any of the four of us, which name would you pick?
Oh man, that's really tough. But if I was gonna like be basing it off of like Amatis's Sun Gala,
Oh, right.
I probably have to go with like, like a bright and shining, like really like a really happy, like sunshiny, like a Nyx.
Oh. I love that I decided this 5 minutes ago. Okay. If you want to, you don't have
Mix
to.
is mix.
Nyx is mix.
Mix. River, you are so clever.
Now,
I love it.
you know that means that you have to make a drink for all of us, right?
Well, I'd love to. That'd be great.
Cool.
Perfect.
I was just joking.
More
Could we
content
call it
gold.
like Nyx's Mix, the Sun Gala that'll make you holla?
That's so clever and funny.
It's just like I really love when I'm making a menu to like have the name and then I like write a little bit of like a blurb about it. You know. What do you guys think?
I think it sounds amazing.
It tastes very good.
Thank you. Like coming from you, like a wine man.
Absolutely, yes.
He's not really. He's never even crunched any grapes.
You're right. He's never even done the
What about
crush.
Drank wine.
when is the crush? Maybe we can all do it together for the first time.
We should do it all together.
My,
And
my
the
feet, and
Yes.
I'm gonna hold up my feet.
Oh
That's
no.
disgusting. and I'm like,
No,
"You ready for
man.
crushing?"
Those feet are like massively gnarly.
Thank you.
The crush
The gnarlier
happens
the
in
feet, the better
Scorus
the wine.
typically.
The deeper
Yeah.
the taste.
Usually the first week of Scorus.
More notes.
Chorus. When's that?
It's 2 months from now. 2 months from
Oh,
this month.
sometime.
I knew that.
Wait, so what's
I know.
Which month is it?
Yeah.
and
And
the fall.
Scorus.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Scorus.
Yes.
And we're in for 9.
When Vernon.
When in Vernine.
We're in for 9.
Do as the Vernine.
What's
I'm
what's
not
today's
one
date?
to stomp on grapes, but I will have
Today
to watch
it is. What is that? The 13th. It's the 13th.
Yeah.
It is. It's Sun's Day.
Sun's
Oh no.
Day?
Yeah, it's Sun's Day because
Sun's
you
Day.
you guys did not sleep since last you left.
We've
Redwood Cove.
tasted the
Pardon.
mead on Sun's Day.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh,
Nix's mix.
poetic. Oh,
This is mix.
Nix's mix.
So like, what have you guys been up to?
So much.
Yeah.
There was a bar guest. There was hobgoblins.
There were the giants.
2 hill giants.
I got kidnapped.
A golem.
Have you seen?
Oh my
Have you
gosh.
seen any? Maybe mice that looked like me, maybe a little bit, but they were boys.
Like I see, like there's like part of, I don't know if it's your family, but like typically on Silas Day we get a good shipment of like
Well,
leathers
Have you
and
seen any that weren't part of that group? Like they looked like they should have been, but they maybe weren't.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like I feel like I would have remembered that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks anyway.
Yeah, any time.
Well, anyway, we're gonna go clothes shopping, so
Oh no way!
You want to come with?
Oh, I can't, man.
It's on the clock.
I
I'm
mean, he has a
crazy
shirt
here.
on now, though.
I am. Do you like it?
I do like it. It's very
What
cool.
is it?
What is it made
Describe
of?
it.
Oh, it's like a. I guess it's like a rayon blend. I'm not really good with like fabric, but
It's blue though. It's a really nice color.
it's like an aquamarine.
It's like the ocean.
It brings out
like
your
your
eyes.
eyes.
Thank you.
It really
Thanks.
brings out your eyes.
Thanks
I
so
never noticed
much.
your eyes before today.
Oh, thank you. Where are you guys gonna go to shop?
I guess Marianne's.
Oh, she's
Marriott.
she's the best. That's where I got this shirt.
You got that shirt from there.
Yeah, she made it for me.
She dyed
I
it.
don't know.
Well,
I think
Marianne.
so. Yeah.
Aquamarines.
I don't really know much about that stuff.
Aquamarines.
Oh, I know all about
Fabric,
fabric and nice fancy
like
clothing.
knits and stuff.
Oh yes.
What's this made out of?
rain?
It is. What is that made out of?
Polyester.
What do you make rayon? Like this
I don't know how it's made.
like the rays of sunshine for Amada's sun gala.
God.
See, it's
Yeah.
all about
Comes
the
together.
gods at the end.
Oh.
It's all about the gods in the end.
Well, there's been some crazy things going on around here. We've had to really buckle down, and like the gates are closed at night a lot more often, like a little sooner than usual. We got lookouts.
Have they seen anything?
Well, they didn't tell me, but maybe.
We should talk to the lookouts.
Well, the guard's tower, you guys remember where I used to be?
Oh yeah.
That's where they used to stay, remember?
Yeah.
And they've kind of just been taking up shop a little, closer to the gates now.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll even stay the night here.
Oh, in the inn.
Yeah.
No, in the tavern.
I forgot that it was.
Sometimes they do fall asleep in the tavern when they've had too much to drink.
Around what time do they usually come here?
Usually, like, depending on who's working, they can come, like, just basically when their shifts are over. What time is it?
4:37.
Oh, yeah, pretty soon, like in less than half an hour.
Oh, cool. So we'll go clothes shopping and then we'll come back and maybe we can talk to some of the guards.
Yes.
That might be a good idea. What do you think?
Clothes shopping.
Clothes shopping and then we'll come back and talk to the guards.
Okay, well maybe.
Your mind's been so distracted since you saw your hometown, huh, Nix?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
I totally get it.
It's like sometimes someone puts on a shirt and they're like a different person.
Wow.
Which is why we're getting new clothes.
Yeah. You guys are something else.
Are you off on the 31st? Oh, no.
Oh, man, I don't know. I'd have to see if I could get... I'm not really taking any days off right now. But what do you need, man?
Well, I was mistaken. I think it's the 19th is the... Why don't you come with us to the Amaris Festival?
Probably.
Amada's Sun Gala?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're having, like, a huge event here.
Oh, that's
Yeah, there's gonna be festivals all
all
over.
over.
Yeah, I can't leave, but you're welcome to hang out with me.
We will
Oh,
be
really?
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
We've
We already
promised
said that we
us.
were gonna do it in Bannockburn.
Oh. All right. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go and get clothes now.
If you need never mind.
what were you going to
What
say?
is it?
Nothing, it's not it. This is silly.
All right, well, if you think of it when you're clothes shopping, you just come back when you guys come back later and tell me.
Okay, maybe I will.
Great. That sounds awesome.
You're awesome.
Yeah, all right. You're also awesome.
Oh my Thank you.
You guys are so cool, and I love you all so much.
We love you too.
you, Aldo.
I love you.
We
All
all
right.
love
Aldo, what's your
you.
last name?
I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about it.
Oh, you don't have one.
I don't.
You don't have a last
What about your
No.
parents' last name?
I don't have any parents, man.
Where did you come from?
I don't know, man. I just grew up. I literally, like, my first memory was here in the Cove, and I was kind of like,
You just showed up here one day.
Are you?
well, I don't know. I think I've always been here, but like, the guys kind of took me in and showed me the tricks of the trade, and I never had parents.
Were you an adult already, or were you?
No, man, I was little.
So you could be like.
How old are you?
Well, I think because I didn't know my birthday, because like sometimes people have these like documents
Yeah.
that like
Birth
tell them
certificates?
something like that. Yeah, I don't have one, so I just always kind of
Is Aldo the
picked.
prince? It's like goddamn right. He had a sad and he just
Have
No,
you thought of just coming up with a cool last name?
no, man. Like I didn't. I've always just been Aldo.
Aldo,
of Culver's Cove.
Coveborn. Or Culver's son.
Coveman.
Coveman.
Aldo
Mixed with the left.
Coveman.
Coverman.
shoemaker.
Or Shoemaker.
No, then
I
no.
don't know about that. Because, like, I don't make shoes. But I like that. I like Coves. But hey, if I ever, like, if you ever find anyone who's like, oh, I lost my boy Aldo. It's
You
like,
knew your name was Aldo, though.
yeah.
Oh.
So you only knew your first name.
I guess, like, memories are weird. Like, you can, like, talk, but then not remember as far ago as when you started talking. So, I knew my name was that.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And then Callie took me in, and it's kind of, you know,
That's fascinating.
And so you don't even have any idea how old you are.
well, I mean, yeah, I have an idea.
You just don't know when your birthday is.
I don't know my birthday, but I still celebrate. I've always celebrated.
On
day?
what day?
I always the 13th of Bradine.
Okay.
13th of birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many years old would you say you were?
I'm 20, like 8 years is kind of what we guessed,
Okay, so mouse years are
give or take.
mouse years are.
So I could be like 27 or I could be 29, but I think I'm 28.
You know, my birthday's in Bradine too.
No way! When?
On the 19th.
That's
Isn't
fascinating.
that cool?
I wonder if like you're my sister.
What?
That's not really how that
My,
works.
no?
Sister?
Or my
Do you have
brother
shiny
or my
skin
I guess there's not that.
sometimes?
My sibling. No,
Probably not really.
I don't. So probably
That's okay.
that was stupid.
No.
Because it's just a month. It's just like a month. I would not probably. But anyway, like I'm totally fine not knowing for sure.
Wait, do you have anybody?
Yeah, I've got Callie. And everybody here.
Have we met Callie before?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you rented the boat to go find the princess.
Oh.
He's a
My princess.
dragonborn?
Callie was red haired.
Yeah, he was a human.
Callie was red haired.
Red haired.
Red-haired Callie.
Don't you remember?
You remember? He was red haired.
remember.
This is so far back. My brain doesn't go that far.
Who's
Aldo.
renting boats out now? Anybody?
Callie.
Callie still?
Yeah.
He just had the little shack.
Yeah, okay. And he moved in.
Well, we'll be back later to talk to some guards, but we're gonna go clothes shopping now.
All right. Have fun. I
See you
can't
later, sister.
can't wait to see what you guys pick. All right, sister. Have fun.
Bye.
River, can you try on
Bye.
three
See
different
you
types
next.
of outfits at the same time? Is that possible?
What do you mean?
Oh, if
You could just like turn yourself into 3 people and try on all kinds of outfits. See what you look like?
I guess I could do that.
The montage of just three
So
rivers.
just 3 rivers.
3 different rivers.
I think I could. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But I don't know if I would.
I'm gonna
Well, the clothes would
march.
just fall through them.
Oh,
Yeah, they
that's
are
true.
physical. You can touch them and grab them.
Oh,
But-
can you? I thought they weren't.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, when you
You're
slash at
right.
them,
you,
yeah.
You
Mhm.
find out when you slash them. You're
That's
right.
right.
You're so
That's
right.
right.
You're so freaking right.
Man. Okay, so we're gonna.
I'm marching my way
Did
to
you
Marianne's.
guys notice that Aldo looked a little bit different today?
He had on clothes.
Yeah.
Normally he's just like shirtless by the
Normally
beach.
he's just got like a cloth on his body.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all.
He looks like a real person now.
He looks like a
His meat is pretty good.
his.
Did it entice you, Nix?
No. Don't be silly.
I'm gonna walk through Marianne's door.
The little bell rings, and you guys walk into a completely like. It looks dark from the outside, and you walk in, and there's sort of these like low lights that spring up, like this uplighting of like purple as you guys walk into Marianne's, and you hear some footsteps coming down a spiral staircase in the back. That's where we're gonna take our little break in. Breaking it in then.
Awesome clothes. And D&D Beyond finally stopped being crashed.
Now we can do
Oh,
clothes.
wonderful.
I was
Close
trying to
row.
take my
Wonderful.
5 gold out for like 20 minutes.
All right, friends. See you in 15.
See you soon.
Right back here.
Keep
5
chatting.
seconds.
What?
And we're back. Welcome. Family, friends, and lovers. All right, you guys. You venture into the store, and the uplit, purple lights, a spiral staircase ahead of you, and it's sort of like a long, thin
Gets the job done, though.
building.
That's why Mort's ace.
And you guys do see, like, on either side of you, different examples of clothing, things that are made, different fabrics that are pulled down. And then you hear the footfalls of someone coming down a spiral staircase. And you see these boots that are buckled all over from the right to left. And they're pretty substantial. But then there's a big, chunky heel on the backs of these things coming down. And as you see then, a shorter stature, much taller than you, but you see a dwarf lady with very sleek, pulled back into a low bun of raven hair as she twirls around. Welcome to Marianne's.
Oh my god. That was not what I was
Can I help you?
What is she wearing?
She is wearing a button-down velour sort of vest that goes to like her knees. Underneath that is this beautiful purple, like billowed, puffy sleeves that come down to a nice little button on each side. Very, very slick, like sleek, almost leather, it looks like, pants into her boots.
Perfect.
And she has just a small set of spectacles on the ends of her nose.
For fashion or for purpose?
You don't know.
Ah.
What can I help you with?
I want to look pretty for the gala.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I love when Mort goes just totally baby.
Let me look at you. Come here.
Yeah, he's hopeless.
Come over here.
Oh, sir, I'm coming.
Pulls out her little measuring tape and is
Don't forget to measure the haunch.
Hold out your arm. Okay.
Are they gonna fall in love?
Beautiful.
Everybody falls
When
in
you
love.
think of beautiful, what do you think of?
Just rays of gold light right behind me like a crown.
Like a
shooting out,
crown.
Like the sun.
I love it.
Maybe you could do your hair in braids. Do you have hair?
I don't.
Why do I always think you have so much hair?
He has a beard.
I thought you were a skullet.
I
He does
feel
not
like he
have
no,
has
there is no
long
hair at all.
Nice.
It's because
Entire
you
time
are
I've been
confident
picturing
in
you
it.
with a
It's not
skullet.
nice.
I
I was
do.
picturing you with like a bald head with long
Yeah,
hair
I picture
in
you
the
with a
back.
skullet.
Oh, I'm not that repulsive.
He has a beard though. You have
That's
a
where
long-
you
you have
draw
a long
the line.
beard.
Long
yeah,
beard.
we can braid the beard.
Beautifully.
Maybe wear some type of thing that
A
shoots
piece?
What?
Piece. Mm-hmm.
When you think of a fabric, how do you want it to hit the light?
Oh.
blindingly.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. I
Blindingly.
want to be the talk of the ball.
Color scheme.
Gold.
Classic.
Regal.
Now, were you wanting something custom then?
Just yes, yeah.
A custom made garment.
Around the neck, shoots up.
Beautiful. Do me a favor, look around. Tell me what strikes your fancy.
Ooh, that one over there.
This one here.
Yes.
And you guys see this. It's a very similar silhouette to what she is wearing. It's a gold long vest that's hanging there.
Yeah, that looked really good in that.
Try it on.
Why did he sound like Chetney?
Alright, I'll try it.
Who?
A critical role.
Leaf, can you help me pull this over my bad arm? Thank you.
It's quite big on you, but you put it on this, and it's pretty. It looks like it's going to be heavy, but it's pretty light.
Alright.
Okay, let's see here. And she pulls out of her pocket and puts it in her mouth. This like pillow of pins. She starts pulling it back and pinning things, and like very aggressively spinning you and turning you in front of the mirror. What do you think?
Oh my god, you're beautiful. Your arm
Just
grew
the
back.
one.
Thank
So
you,
beautiful.
Nyx.
You
How do I look?
You look lovely.
Very good.
It looks good.
Much better than your dirty cloths. that
You know,
wear.
it doesn't have-
Your dirty
dirty
cloth.
You could have just
Your
stopped
dirty
after
cloth.
it looks good, River.
Are you looking for a bare chest,
Yes.
an arm? Or would you like a garment for underneath?
Just wear the
Bear.
vest by itself.
Well, he might be too blinding if his skin is out like that.
It's whatever you want.
Bear.
I think he can pull it off.
The natural look. I'm a natural beauty.
Do you have like shimmer that you could put on his chest?
I don't do like makeup. But,
You'd be stealing my look though if you started.
It's a shimmer. Yeah,
shimmer.
that's a bit very River.
I think you could do this
You
vest.
don't own effervescence. What's it called?
Effervescence. Holographic.
Shimmer.
Iridescence.
Iridescence.
And yes, I do.
Effervescence.
Luminescent.
Luminescence. I could be maybe luminescent.
Ooh.
If
What about
You
shoes?
could
I
get frosted
shaved.
tips.
You should probably wear shoes.
me?
Absolutely, you
Oh.
need to wear shoes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's part of the look.
The vest tunic can be worn with or without an undergarment, but it all depends on the.
Are you saying I should?
Stop showing everybody your feet.
Talks away.
Those should
that's
absolutely
showing
be
free.
covered. Yes, they need to be covered.
They need to be covered.
But if you have a certain vibrato about you, you can certainly go without an undergarment. But that's up to you. It's very mild weather and usually even a bit warm during the sun gala.
I think I can pull it off.
I think so too.
Pants.
None. No.
What about
I will not allow that.
What
It's
about
part of my
a
shop.
kilt?
A skirt.
A kilt? Like a man skirt. A skirt for a man.
Oh, like a
A very gendered skirt. For a man.
just a wrap.
Like, yeah, it's almost
Oh,
like you take a blanket, wrap it around you, tie it in the front.
What do you wear normally? Do you wear pants?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He doesn't wear clothes.
No, but I didn't know if he had like a robe or something else.
I think I just have a gray
Long
robe,
robe.
but there's some like, I picture like,
Pantaloons.
Gauchos.
like the long
His ankles are always out.
long undergarments
Okay.
Long
with the
johns.
butt flap.
Oh, long johns?
Yeah, long johns.
But they're like gray, but not because they're gray. It's because they're
Because
so
they're
dirty.
Yes.
They used to be white.
You know me.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
Let me pick out some things.
Oh,
All right.
just make me pretty.
She's
The rest of you, please look around, get some ideas.
I will
Okay.
be custom ordering.
Wonderful.
Me too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that I don't need a lot of fabric, so it shouldn't be too expensive.
Well, depends on the quality.
Oh. Hey, Leaf. Do you have maybe some extra funds?
She turns and goes and gathers some things unless you have this conversation. But she's sort of listening.
We'll see how much it is.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I think I have a decent amount, but
What
places
would
like
you
this can get
What would you consider a decent amount?
on my person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not at liberty to say. But places like this can get very expensive.
I'm sure you have money.
Well, one of us has way more.
Well, I'm gonna be paying them my own.
The rest of us.
And River is like looking at things, and their tail is like around, like grabbing things as well. Like
Wonderful. Lovely.
Hey, I'm looking at the shiniest, glitteriest fabric in the store.
All right then. She returns, not far off, but with a few options for pants for Mort. One of them is like a rust, almost brown, and a lighter, like tan color that are like woven into each other, but they're very tight. Like they're well fit. A slim cut, if you will.
They form to Mort's body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This
made for
pattern
you.
here is very beautiful with the gold accent of your vest. I also have this one. Now, some people say not to mix gold and silver, but I say boo, because you can do whatever you like. That's the beauty of fashion. So I have these sleek silver. It's not leather. It's something brand new. We call it pleather.
What is it?
What is pleather?
It is a. It's brought in.
But what is
What's it made
it?
of?
You know, it's magical.
Is it
That's why the
It's
peas
a
in front of
leather not from animals.
Wow. Well, what is plastic in this universe now?
It's from Kudean. I don't know.
Do they bottom
Are
out
they
at the
helped
feet
invent
like
it
the bell bottom
for-
type?
Freaking sure.
They do not. These ones are tight all the way down.
All the way down.
Skinny jeans for more?
The rust
Are all
colored
of them?
ones.
Do all
The
of them
rust
fit
colored
like
are
this?
well formed, well fitted. The silver ones are very
Like pleather pants.
like leggings.
I want
Yeah.
the tight ones and I want the gold and silver ones. Is
want
that the
them
same
both?
one? No, they're different.
They're different. Well, I mean, the very tight ones are silver.
Okay, I want the silver ones.
All right. Try these on. I think these are your size.
I'm gonna pull out a pair of gold shoes that I found that like they're not like gold, but you know what I'm saying, like they're like colored gold, and hold them up to Mort's feet and see if that's what I think, and I'm gonna show him them.
Like Cinderella.
I'm not touching that.
And
I think that these go nice with the outfit. I don't know if they'd fit.
they are perfect. I'm just taking it all in now.
You are living your
Just
best
living.
And as you guys are like looking at things, you guys twirl around and see Mort standing there with these skin tight, silver pleathery pants.
Wow.
No shirt, a gold
Yes.
long vested
We
tunic
realize how beautiful he is.
with it laces up just to about here. It's like a V.
Yeah, it could lace up a little more, but we don't.
But yeah, you let it sort of just the
You
laces
could.
hang. And he has got these beautiful golden shoes that come to a pretty substantial point forward, not upward, but forward.
Oh.
And
Take your space, baby.
and Marianne is now gathering this like rattan fabric, and sewing it and stitching it, like pinning it to the back of your neck, and these like rays are popping up from the back of the vest
Oh yeah.
as she's
Oh my
placing them.
god.
What do you think?
Wow.
And I like the sun.
It's beautiful.
You're
You know what?
brighter.
This is the best you've ever looked.
It's the shoes.
It's the shoes.
Yeah, it's really nice to not
Yeah.
see those feet.
They
I'm
really
gonna be
pull
honest.
it all together. What
But
about
I'm
her
afraid she's gonna make you buy them now because you put your feet in them.
Well, I mean, I think that's the goal.
Everyone can try them on.
Well,
Your feet are fine.
what about a necklace?
They aren't.
You're very kind.
What about a necklace to really bring the whole piece
I
together?
don't have a lot of jewelry here, but I did get in some accessories. If you'd like to see them.
Barrettes.
Yeah, I got some specific to the gala theme. Some different pendants in. If you'd like to see them.
Mm-hmm.
She takes this box and puts it in front of you all. And there's just all different variations of suns. A smiling sun with like these cheeks and just all sorts of rays and gorgeous little sun pieces.
I'm gonna
Pick up
see.
the one with the cheeks.
Okay.
I want the cheeks.
I pick up the one with the cheeks. Anyway, I see one and I'm just like flabbergasted, like awestruck.
And there's a beautiful like just sunburst
Yeah,
one.
that's
that
the
is
one
like-
I see, and I'm like,
Do you like it?
Uh-huh.
Go on, try it.
Okay. What is it, like a necklace?
It's a necklace. Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
little pendant. It's around like a leather band, a leather cord.
Leather.
This one's leather.
So I put it on and I'm like, and I look in the mirror and this 90s, like after school special music is playing. And I see myself. I'm like, I feel beautiful.
Beautiful, aren't they? These are imported from Bayford. Did you want to try one?
I want to wear one of those little carvings we got as a necklace.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The one of Froderick.
It's so little. Perfect.
Is anyone else ready?
Me.
Does anything interest you?
That
Is
one.
any-
And she points at the sparkliest. It's like white, but it has gold sparkles. I'd like that
Is it a
one.
dress?
It's gonna be bitch.
You guys see this?
Wearing Aldo next week.
You guys see this beautiful, like princess garment, like this beautiful poofed little sleeves.
Oh my god.
It is like an almost pearlescent white, almost like a moonstone throughout it, but then there's just these gold strands of fabric woven throughout it, making different patterns, and it's beautiful. And the bottom half of it, because it's got this little like empire waist, the bottom just like poofs outward, just like a.
It's a child's dress.
It's very toddlers and tiaras.
Perfect.
It's what they say.
I'd like to try that on.
This one here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. I might have to take it in a bit, but try it.
It's okay. Okay. Well, she's gonna she's gonna go into the changing room, put it on.
Do you need any help?
No, I've got it. And she's gonna like take some deep breaths and be like, okay, you can do this, because she's never had any girl clothes before. She just got her brother's clothes, just like me in real life. And then she goes out, and it's like there's a stairway all of a sudden. There's a stairway, and she comes walking down the stairway.
Suddenly there's a stairway. There are like 3
She's
steps.
slow.
There's 3 steps.
And we
She's
all
like-
just.
Oh my. Come over here. She takes you and puts you on the pedestal,
I
and
don't
she
know what
starts
to say.
whipping you around and pinning places, and it fits just perfectly.
Oh my god! And
Fro-
she's like, this is it. This is the one. It's like a
So,
wedding dress.
are you going to say yes to the dress?
I'm saying yes to the dress.
Oh, it's perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect.
She starts crying. She's
I'm
crying.
gonna leave you in that moment.
She's bawling her eyes out.
Are you next?
Oh, I guess. Listen, here's the thing. Gold isn't really my color. I mean, you see, it doesn't really go.
You see,
I'm more.
Depends.
I like silk.
Okay.
Or something sheer. And I like black, with accents of gold. Have you got anything?
I have everything.
Okay.
Anything that you could imagine.
Everything.
I can make.
All right.
Ooh.
And so River was looking through some shirts and pulls one out, and it's black. It's like this, like almost sheer silk feeling, and it's got like a collar, but it's like a V-neck that's like super open,
Right.
and like sleeves that are like tight at the wrist, but like bell out a little bit, and it has like
See through.
it's definitely see-through. It has gold accents on the collar, and they say, I like this one.
Oh, this is perfect for you.
With maybe a high-waisted black pant.
Could I interest you in something, a similar silhouette, in fact, the same silhouette, but maybe just a tiny bit of a different color?
What color?
One moment. She reaches down, she opens the drawers underneath, and she's pulling things out. What about something like this? And she pulls it out, and it's like this opal, like flecks of gold, but it's mostly like almost silvery gray, but like specks of like almost like the inside of like a seashell.
Oh, yeah.
But then like little specks of gold that are sort of throughout it.
Are they pants?
They're pants. Yeah, it's fabric, but they're not quite pants yet.
They're gonna.
Oh, and they would go with this shirt.
Perfectly. But the thing is, you'd have to do a little bit of a dark shoe to sort of bring it all together.
Oh, of course. Of course. Okay, let's do it.
Wonderful.
I want them tied.
Tight.
Tied.
You got it. All right then. This
Hi.
one. Hello.
You're already wearing gold.
So, I've already got, I've got good clothes in my bag as well. I have so many accessories. I would like to do a, kind of a turtleneck type thing. Maybe not quite a turtleneck, but one of those collars that come up.
Yes, yes, I can do that.
So I would like one of those with gold buttons that have the gold
Some
chains.
rivets with a chain. Yes.
Yes, perfect. I want it to fit me perfectly. I will pay extra, and I would like it to fit me so that it shows off every curve, because I know that I have them.
His birth and hips.
His triangle Dorito body.
I very much like these shoes, and they're like they're gold shoes similar to Mort's, but they have like a little heel on them.
It makes you even taller.
It makes me a little bit taller. Like not a big heel, but like a little heel. He's used to wearing heels. And they also have the gold chains that go across for,
Right.
And then he in his bag he has gold chains, and he wants satin sashes, some blues, but no, maybe I won't go with blue this time. I think I might go with oranges.
Oranges. You could do like a yellow
A yellow.
into a orange into almost a fire red.
I love it. And some rusts and orange and yellow.
Yes, absolutely.
For all of the fabric.
I will have to measure you. You're a big boy.
Yes.
All right. Oh, let me get my stool. She's measuring you. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fabric.
That's all right.
50-inch chest?
A big boy indeed.
50-inch.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse you.
32-inch pythons?
It's got like a 28-inch waist.
Well,
Yeah, right? Like what?
He's
sure.
definitely like a little triangle.
He wants
for
it
sure.
to fit perfectly so that it
He's
like
shaped like
shows like, because right now his clothes like they fit him, but like they don't like show off his like Dorito body.
Right. That Dorito.
Because you want to take a bite out of it, right?
Yeah.
One
And
of
it's
them.
so it's so covered in cheese.
Oh, cheese.
Wait.
Hate it. I do.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'll have to have Maisie help me with some of this. When do you need them by?
Oh, we should probably leave here, what?
What day is it right now?
It's
We
Sunday.
still-
13th. And it's on the 19th, and we want to get there probably, what, on the 17th or 18th?
And it takes 3 days to get there?
So-
So we have to leave tomorrow. pretty
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could leave on the 15th as well,
okay.
if,
And we
if
could-
you need.
much. And we could pay extra to scoot our orders up the priority
Could we?
list.
That might be in
I
order because
believe-
I'm probably going to need Gloria as well.
I believe Leaf has a bag of holding that just contains endless gold.
What? No.
I
All
do
right,
not.
let me
but
see.
How much
Now,
is this going to cost?
Before we get to the matter of cost, let's make sure that everyone has everything that they need, okay? We've got top, bottom, shoes, accessories.
Kane!
I have a beautiful assortment of canes. Take a look there.
Really going
You
in.
see like this canister of different ornamental canes. Is there anything that you're thinking in your mind you'd like Mort to have?
Gold one, silver tipped on the bottom.
There is one in particular that has a scarab beetle.
Oh, well, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
So,
There's that.
So, there's that
I
one
didn't know
there.
if you wanted that one.
It has caught my eye.
Oh, nice. Okay. So we have your vest tunic, your pleather pants,
Skin tight.
your gold pointed-toed shoes, and your cane.
What
Is
if it's
that
like the
it? Anything
birdcage
else
and he
here?
doesn't know how to walk in shoes? You know that scene in the birdcage where what's his face doesn't know how to walk in
Yes.
shoes? That's more.
What's gonna happen? Right? What's gonna happen?
Agor,
Any
yeah.
accessories besides the cane? That's it?
Yep.
Lovely. Okay, for this one, shoes.
Shoes. My feet are quite small.
The matter of shoes.
Doll shoes.
I think I have just the thing, actually.
American Girl doll shoes.
Close my teeth.
All right. Next, you've got your beautiful princess dress. Your lovely sunburst pendant. And then, oh boy, let's see what we have here. I did have some prototypes made up that actually might work quite well for you. Let's see. Try these. And she hands you these little, perfect little pumps with a little bow on each one. And
Oh,
Little
she
brown
really is
baby
not.
shoes.
My little brown baby shoes.
but they are like a patent leather white, like shiny patent leather.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, she puts them on. She has no goddamn clue how to walk in them.
And they fit perfectly.
They fit perfectly. She's like,
Wonderful.
Bottling. They're like kid heels.
yeah, they're literally gonna be
baby
like
shoes.
They're
little brown baby
literally-
shoes.
Give it a practice. All right, for you then, we have.
I grab Mort's arm and
Little top.
you help me walk.
Yeah, we both have the cane going.
We've got your pants, high-waisted, tight. And for the shoes,
I've got plenty of shoes.
On your person?
they're
We're
not-
going back to Bannockburn.
I've got black shoes on right now, but I've also got a couple pairs back
I
at
think
home.
black really would tie the whole thing together. Maybe some gold laces.
Ooh.
I don't have those.
Gold
I
lace?
happen to have some.
Okay, let's do it.
Wonderful. Gold.
Now,
laces.
on the pants, can I ask though that they have buttons, gold buttons?
Gold buttons on the pants.
1, 2, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think 3.
1, 2, 3, perfect. Whatever you want.
Yes.
I trust you. I have a lot of accessories back at Bannockburn too.
No accessories for you then.
Oh no, I have plenty back at home.
Lovely, lovely. And
Thank
then
you.
for the big boy, we've got your tunic.
We're scared than ever when they're trying on clothes.
Tunic.
You both are.
Here. We've
Homosexuals.
got the pants that show all of the assets. These beautiful gold shoes.
Strong.
And then
You heard me.
your sunburst sash. Now, will this be one bill?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
is it
No,
several?
no, I will be paying for my own.
How much is
How
mine?
much? How much are we talking?
I mean, I have toddler clothes.
Typically what I do is give you a roundabout, and then once all the alterations are properly made, I give you the final price. But
What's mine roundabout?
we're looking at about laces, 3 gold. Yours is about 22 gold pieces.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay, that's not quite as bad as.
I can afford that.
All right, for next, we do have some custom made things, but the shoes were a prototype, so I'll give a deal. The pendant,
A prototype.
the princess dress.
Newborn babies. Pumps.
Yours
Never worn.
is
Oh, baby shoes, never worn.
Newborn baby pumps.
37 gold pieces for yours.
Okay, I think I have that. I think I do.
And then for
You don't have it written
Leaf
down.
with the sash and the. You didn't tell me your name.
Money's not real.
I don't
Big
have
boy
that
with the
either.
two.
My name is Leaf.
Just assume
Nice to
Leaf
meet
has
you.
it.
I'm Marianne. Yours will come out with the sash, the silk,
I'm satin.
the satin,
Yes.
not silk.
Satin.
Satin. Okay.
Mine's silk.
Leaf and white
That will pull down the price a bit.
Oh, will it? I would silk then. I thought satin was more expensive.
No,
Oh, silk then, yes.
silk. Silk,
I
silk.
can't believe
Oh,
I got off
what's
with
the
mine
most
so cheap.
expensive
I know
fabric
what
you
the
have?
hell. What the
Probably
hell?
these silks imported. Yours is kind of come in at 45 gold pieces.
That's not all. Let me look around a little more.
Alright. And then, sir,
Sir.
for
I'm just-
the
In my glory.
these shoes. Can be
The shoes,
7
these
gold.
tight pants,
Tights, yes. And then the tunic, your vest tunic,
the vest tunic,
with the accoutrement,
the accoutrement.
the starburst. Okay, that is 42 gold pieces.
Do you have that?
I don't know what I have. I haven't spent much at all.
Yeah, you
ever.
bought everything for me.
So I'm pretty
Everything
sure
on a
I have
dollar.
42 gold pieces.
I can't believe mine is so cheap. I've got silk. I made out.
Well, that is what you will pay today.
Oh.
Once it's all done
Then
tomorrow.
we'll- Right.
I'm gonna look around. Do I see any kind of like in the accessories like a headband or like a because his is like coming off of the vest.
The collar,
Right?
yeah.
I want mine to come off of my head.
Yeah, there is a plethora of Amada's Sun Gala event style tiaras, headbands. Yes, there's. Tell me what you envision, and I will make that available.
It's like a head like a gold, like an actual gold headpiece that goes around and maybe has like some gems in it.
A crown?
Not like a crown. But it's like a headpiece though, because
Okay.
a crown is like it comes up, but it
Right.
like kind of goes
This
down
goes
and maybe
around.
maybe
Like,
kind of
like what elves wear,
Oh,
kind of
like
a little
hangs.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like what the elves wear, where it goes around the back. But those are still like crowns. It's like an
They're
event
not.
piece.
They're like
Right, an event
headpieces.
piece. These are not real gold. I'll tell you right now. Like the Amada Sun Gala ones are generally royalty would be wearing like the gold pieces.
Oh.
But they're beautiful. There's brass. They're precious metals and precious gems and things of that matter. But they're generally not like,
Well, I look for the most expensive one, and I want that one.
Okay. The most expensive one is 13 gold pieces, and it does have rubies and citrine and
Oh, it matches
it's
your
carnelian.
sash.
yeah, carnelian. A lot of yellows and oranges and
Perfect.
reds, jasper and all that. So yes,
So on top of the 45, 13.
that's 13 gold pieces. Yeah, after that. Now
Okay.
45 is what you're paying today
Okay, perfect.
to hold it to have it made.
So
And
how
then
much can you? I mean, how much do you think it's going to come to after everything? Like,
Well,
at the end?
generally that's the halfway mark. That's what
Half
we do
down,
to hold
half
it.
down.
Right.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Jeez Louise.
That's fine.
Precious fabrics, and my work is worth it.
We could dress like this on every Sun's Day.
Put on our Sun's Day clothes.
If you wish.
Our Sun's Day gowns.
All right. What should I put on the ticket?
The
tellers.
tellers.
The Tellers. Oh, the Tellers. I've heard of you.
Yes, that's us.
That makes sense. That Raina's been. That whittling, is that what she does?
Whitley?
Yes, she's been making these
Oh, you mean these?
those exactly.
It looks just like me. Look.
Actually, it does. Yes.
She's got a keen eye.
I really don't see it.
Yeah.
No, I can't see it either.
We should make
I'm
sure
committed to
Raina sees us while we're dressed like this.
Yes.
And then she'll carve a beautiful painting, and everyone will know.
Carve
She'll
a
carve a
beautiful
painting, and everyone will know it's from. We got this god from your shop.
That sounds like a lovely exchange. And for that, I'll make sure that these are all done by tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. How kind.
We look so good.
We will,
All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow afternoon then.
of course.
Good day.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, we got our clothes, baby.
Got our clothes.
What are we gonna do?
Is there a tattoo shop in the
Is there-
general area?
Tat shop.
A tat shop. There is indeed a
Okay.
tattoo shop.
Wanna get a
Since my
face
chest
tattoo?
is going to be exposed at this gala, I'm going to get a chest tattoo.
A chest piece.
Is your
Chest
skin
piece.
like so flaky? Like in weak, like in like.
It's like wrinkly.
Yeah, it's a bad canvas.
Oh yeah.
It's
I've seen Ink Master.
yeah, I love Ink Master. I just love the art theory they talk about.
This isn't a good canvas, man.
Mort would not be a good canvas.
Elastic skin.
Just sagging everywhere.
All right. Yeah, you were able to go over to. It looks like a. River, you've seen this before. You've never gone in before, but yeah, there's just a wooden plaque above that says tattoo.
Ween.
Tattoo.
Ween.
Are you getting a tattoo?
I already have a tattoo.
Where?
Star Wars.
Do you have a
That's
tattoo?
Star Wars.
Tatooine.
Tattoos. Ween.
River, you have a tattoo?
Tattoo on your
Yes, I do.
your
It doesn't
ween?
hurt.
Right on the white.
No, it doesn't hurt that bad.
Okay.
No.
Leaf, do you have tattoos?
I do not. My body's a temple.
Sure it is. And
hate
Nix, do you have
that.
tattoos?
No, I've never gotten one before. It's kind of hard because they have to shave me
They have
down.
to shave you.
And then what's
You don't
the
want to be
point?
shaved for the gala.
No, I don't
grow
want to look
back
like
in
my Uncle
time.
Fester.
Like a professor.
Not my beautiful gown. Uncle Fester in a beautiful gown.
Let's get some tattoos.
Tattoos.
I have just
and
found
River
out I have
actually-
a whole lot of life left.
River actually,
That's
really quickly, pulls their their trouser down, just a little bit, and on their thigh they have an Ouroboros.
Oh, beautiful.
What's an Ouroboros?
Ouroboros.
It's the snake eating itself.
Oh, I knew that. It's a don't tread on me.
It's not.
No,
It absolutely is not. It's an Ouroboros. Thank you.
Man.
Not again.
Got the burps.
And then pulls it up very quickly. Just a sneak peek.
Oh my god.
All right, you
Life
guys walking into
feeding
the
on
tattoo
life.
parlor.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You walk
Okay,
in.
we're inside. I'm just pulling down their
Yeah,
pants in the
yeah,
street.
You were just in the streets. You
Wonderful.
walk in. You see a large man, about the same size as Leaf, as far as his build goes, but he's even a little bit taller. Bald head, covered in tattoos, and he's got on a pretty close fitting knit shirt that is like a little V, and he's just wearing some nice flouncy pants, and he's sitting there at the table. Can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Timish.
Timish.
Timish! That's what. Those Timish.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I just
That
like
was
the idea of
the-
Tim Ish.
Ish.
Timish.
He's a human.
He is.
Timish.
Who's Timish?
He was our old
He
ink
tattooed,
master. And the other.
he tattooed Baird a lot. He tattooed all over Baird.
Yep.
How did you
Factory multiple
remember?
times.
And
How did you
It
remember?
came to me as soon as we were coming down the
Nice.
stairs.
All right.
Well,
What can I do you
I'm
for?
looking for a tattoo. Mort is looking for a tattoo.
I am.
He's not the best canvas.
Are you guys doing couples?
Just like that. Yeah, exactly.
No.
But I was kind of thinking we do two puzzle pieces that join together. It's like we
No,
complete each other. No.
You know
Okay,
what?
Thank God.
Maybe
Mort,
four?
it's you know what? I think you should get something that speaks to you.
Okay, I know what I want.
Okay.
It's
You
just
already know.
River.
I already know what I want.
Yes, I've got an idea.
I won't be getting a tattoo.
I want either. I have very
I'm thinking about getting
Fragile skin.
A piercing.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
A
okay.
piercing. Maybe I'll get piercing.
You want to get a
So you just tell me where you think this should go. I'd like to get a dagger
Okay.
tattooed on me.
Slick.
With some kind of embellishment, like around it. Your choice. I don't know.
What are you thinking? Like a chain or a snake, or do you want like a script?
No, not script. I'm thinking maybe more of something that looks a little magical.
Okay. Now that could go a lot of ways. So I need to know if you're talking like fire or like sort of like mystic air or
Yeah, something like that.
which one?
Trickery, kind of. You know.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. You kind of
Like
have a
sleight
feel.
of hand.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. What we could do? Have a dagger,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have. What if you have a little piece of something over here, and then a little poof of something over here, and
And it's like wrapping around.
wrapping around. Okay. Okay. We could do. Okay, I'm getting some ideas here then. If you want it to be, are you incorporating any color into this tattoo?
So, interestingly enough, I hate that. I wish I never saw that with my own eyes.
What have I missed?
What have you missed?
It's alright. You'll see later.
I already have a tattoo, and it's in white ink.
White. Okay, it's not one I use all the time.
I mean, if it's not something
I have it available.
Okay. It looks good against my skin.
So the rest of you, you're all the same then? Is it-
All the way through, yes.
right, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, this color.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. What part of your body are you looking to get?
I was either thinking right here
Okay.
Or
That's a
on-
good spot.
or on the spine, but I've got a little bit of a bony spine, so it might not be the best.
It's up to you. You gotta tell me what you
That's why
want.
you have to eat the potatoes that I give you.
I'm thinking right here.
Beautiful. All right, we thinking. Want to go like 7 inches?
I typically go about
What do you
7
think
inches.
about 7 inches?
Beautiful. Alright. So we're gonna do a little bit of arcane energy, a little bit of trickster. Okay.
Yes, if that's all right.
I love it. Let's do it. All right, you first.
I'll go first.
All right. You over here. Think about what you want. Get it in your head. And let's get ready to go. Next. All right.
Get in your head, get ready to go.
It's very like quick. He's not. Words are escaping my brain today, guys. I don't know what's happening, but he gets blah 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 magic, and
And it's
he does some things, and you're done. And
It's a
beautiful.
magical tattoo.
It's pretty much a magical tattoo.
Does
He's
it-
got.
Does it move?
It does not move,
Oh.
but it is a white ink on your iridescent, like silvery to all the different colors in your skin. So the white is almost sitting upon it, like as if like milk is flowing, like on your skin. It's beautiful. And then he's got these like
Milky.
very arcane
I hate
representations of swirling around the dagger.
That's cool.
Love it. Thank you. How much?
Oh, that's 25 gold today.
All right. I suppose I can do that.
Thank you.
You really paying the
7
big bucks on this
inches.
day.
He's cute.
7 inches.
Here you go.
Thanks. All right, fella. What
I
do you
said
got?
he's cute.
Not you. He's the-
7 inches.
Well, I
He
want
did say 7 inches.
at this gala we are going to my brawny chest will be exposed.
So
Okay.
So brawny, and I know I want in the script like tough, like tough, real tough script.
Tough script.
Oh,
Only Obsilas can judge me.
no regret.
Tight.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tight and tough.
Mhm.
Like me.
Only Upsilas can
Can judge me. Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if later on I'll get another tattoo like, oh, Petra Kara can too. But
You can petra
Alright,
my
let's do
car
this.
any day.
Put that on a tattoo.
What color?
I want it to look like it's been there for like 40 years.
Okay. I
Like
can
an
do
old
that.
sailor's tat.
I've got a specialty in
Alright.
this.
Like an
It
old
matches the
sailor.
old body. You know?
Do you want an anchor at the bottom or
A
a
skull?
mermaid?
A skull?
Skeleton hand? Looks good.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Grabbing your
Yeah.
boob.
Let's do it.
A hand right there, that's weird, isn't it?
Like this.
No, like a fist.
Ah,
fist.
tough. Alright.
Let's do it.
I like it.
All right. Lay back, my friend. Does his thing. After some time, you see Mort rise from the table.
And like, the pain was almost enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mort's weird.
And there it says, only Upsilas can judge me.
Is it spelled correctly?
It is.
Good.
Timish is a pro.
Oh, it's
It's only right here, really small.
It's way down. So it's big.
Size 12 Arial font.
What do you guys think?
I love it. It's so
I-
you.
It's lovely.
I have a whole life to live now.
Yeah,
I
you
can
do.
get tatted up.
Yeah, you can get tatted up.
It's a great tattoo.
Timish,
Really well done.
I'm looking to get a piercing.
Me too, maybe. I can maybe do a piercing.
Whereabouts?
I'd like to get one of those ones that goes here and connects
Oh, I can do that.
in gold, please.
Sit down.
Did you know if you put it on your right side, that means something?
What does it mean?
He just sticks 2 needles in there and then it's... All right. Cuffs him. 10 GP.
10 only. Perfect.
Wait, I'm gonna have to get that money from you though.
How much is it?
Yours is 22 gold pieces. It was a large, script.
You got
He
that.
didn't like
You
it, so.
totally know how much money we have.
And he didn't like it.
It doesn't matter.
I meant that it was double Ouroboros, like on a never-ending
I know what
story.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know
not the circle one,
Right,
but
right.
the never-ending
The
story
infinity
one.
one?
Of course, yeah.
The one that's 2 of them.
It's what's it
What
called?
is the
A
never-ending
double
story?
Ouroboros.
Oren.
Yeah, an Oren, the Oren.
That's a great symbol.
It's funny. Actually, the tattoo I was gonna get was an Ouroboros.
It's like
Like originally, and then once you told me River had one, that's
He's like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Only Upsilas can judge me.
way better. Like, a way better choice in my my head.
Maybe, I was thinking maybe, like, I could do a little, like a little ring, like, right here. Just like my real ear.
Oh,
But,
okay.
and my mouse ear, and just, like, it's kind of there, but it's not too much.
Like a stud.
No,
Or
like a
ring.
ring. A ring.
Oh, we could do that.
Okay.
you should
Alright,
get a
sit down.
septum piercing like I have.
And her little mouse nose.
I have taste.
River, do you have a septum?
River does have a septum.
River hasn't. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw the picture.
And
Yeah.
several earrings, yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
River is pierced all over.
Yeah, all
And
over. Nipple piercings.
Everything.
you're right.
Did it hurt?
It hurt a little bit. A lot of my nerves in that ear.
That's true.
You do.
Looks great.
mousy.
7 gold.
Here.
Did you just say I have taste?
No.
Anything else I can help you with?
I really like this.
Timish, this was
Timish, do you like this?
a lovely time.
Absolutely.
I also like that.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, good.
We had a great time. We will probably be back. I'm assuming.
Huh?
Well,
I
enjoy
said we'll be
your
back,
time in
probably.
Culver's Cove.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
only.
Well, Silas can judge me. And like 2 skull hands, I'm praying.
It was the last. I was not
Skeleton
expecting
hands
that.
Right.
Only how Silas can judge me.
in a circle with the hands praying in the middle.
Yes.
You said awkward man.
He was
A what man?
awkward.
You thought Timish was awkward?
Mm-hmm.
Just straight to the point.
Usually when River flirts with people, they flirt back, and Timish didn't.
Timish
so they
didn't.
were like, okay.
Somebody's cursed us with hats.
Cursed with hats.
Hats!
Cursed with
Where's my
hats.
hat?
Froderick has his hat on.
Oh, no, I don't don't even know where it is.
They're all behind us.
Oh, right there. Yes, you're so right.
There's 2 over by Leaf.
Which one do you prefer?
I like.
It's
Oh,
the
you know
best.
what? I'll do this.
Take
little
wizard.
guy.
Leaf, do you have one?
I don't think.
You don't
Why?
want that one.
I would die. Okay.
You gotta get the. I chimed in with it. Haven't you people
Oh,
ever heard of? Oh, you got hats over there. I'm stuck
Rest
with
in
it.
peace.
Stuck with it.
I'm stuck with
You
it.
look cool with it on though.
No one looks cool with it.
Out of everyone here, I think you look the coolest.
I can't believe this.
Well, in fact.
Where's the rabbit?
Kevin looks like you'd be in a jazz band.
Oh my god, I would hate you so much.
Messy, messy.
Oh, a Scatman Bard.
Frosty the Snowman.
A Scatman
Oh,
Bard
the
would be
guy.
good.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Exiting.
What do we have to do?
Exiting.
We have to wait for our clothes for tomorrow.
We're waiting for our
We do have a
We could go back to the tavern and see Aldo.
Oh,
yes, we have to
did
interrogate
need to talk
those.
to the interrogate.
With the guards. We're gonna waterboard the guards.
Yeah.
No, we're just gonna talk to them. I can't believe this.
Interrogate them.
I'm gonna show them my tough tattoo, and they're gonna tell us everything they know.
I love
All right.
Leaf's drawing style.
Let's talk to the gods with haste. Nick's nice hat.
Thank you.
Where'd that one come from?
I just found it.
Oh.
My ear is popping out. That's not.
It's because you just got it pierced.
We're going to.
Yeah, it's sore.
Guard Tower 1.
Okay.
I don't know if there's more than one. Or we're going to the first one.
No, we're going to the
Benji's.
Benji's because that's where they go when they're done.
Oh,
with their
okay.
ship.
Good call, Leaf.
It wasn't my call. It was Rivers.
They are the brain of this office.
They are the brain. Yes, they are.
Alright, we're done
Thank
with
you,
this.
I know.
Alright, we're done.
That was barely a thing.
Alright, heading
There you
into
go.
Old Teller's, Benji's.
There you go.
and the place is bustling even more than before.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon.
Pardon.
And you guys do see a couple of guards that are at seated at a pub table.
Well,
Well, let's go talk to them.
perfect.
See what they've seen.
Hey guys!
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get a full tankard of that mead.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a little like before its release date, so like don't tell anyone just yet.
No, I won't tell anyone.
Thanks. Have fun.
All right, and I'm gonna give him a gold piece.
Thanks, man.
River's going up to the guards.
Alright.
I'm going with River.
I'm gonna look at Aldo for just a few more seconds.
Okay.
And hey. And then like back.
She's like trying to show off
backwalk.
her piercing. She's like,
Yes.
I'm so tough.
He didn't notice. He's busy right now, but he did smile.
Okay. Alright, go to the guards.
hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Are these seats taken?
Oh, I don't think so.
Cool. So,
Cool.
River
I'll
sits
sit down.
down.
Yeah. We'll sit. We're probably scaring the shit out of him.
No, it's okay. We're the tellers, and
Alright.
we have questions about like what you've seen when you've been, watching. Has there been any cause for concern that you've noticed?
I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like anything notable.
3 days ago, we had the Black Ball.
3 days.
From the
3 days.
from like the sky.
Yeah.
It
One
was
of
like
those-
3 days ago.
This
This
must
is
be a new
different.
one.
No, it's a new
Yeah.
black ball.
And he
What
took
came
care of
out of it?
We've done
Well, I don't
a
know.
lot of
That was,
days.
we just saw it passing over. It looked like it was headed to, somewhere.
it. Oh, it didn't land here.
No,
Which
Which
direction did it go?
direction?
west.
Okay.
A kingdom.
Maybe.
It looked like it was, closer to where the kingdom is, but not. I didn't. Where we were predicting it would fall, it didn't look like it
I
was
like how
going to
he's almost Aldo.
hit the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
I have to switch.
Like Aldo's
Anything
smarter
else?
brother.
So you said that this ball was going towards. You think that it would land towards the kingdom?
No.
Just west.
Just west.
Just west, yeah. It's hard to tell from where we're standing and looking out. It's not exactly, a precise science.
All right.
So that was 3 days ago. There has been an increased activity of goblin and goblinoid travel over the past week, which had already had an uptick the week before. So there's that.
Where are they traveling? Are they always traveling in the same direction?
No, that's the thing. We've been in contact with some other cities and just passing information, and what it looks like is that they're oftentimes heading north. But then they're also gathering things. They've been heading south of Culver's Cove, and there's been some pretty big cartloads coming through.
Have you seen any mouse folk traveling with them?
Hard to know the, race of every being on each cart, but by the cart's make, we know that they're goblinoid.
Okay.
Have you seen any siege warfare weapons?
The carts
marches
have been
of
heavily
war?
loaded with what looks to be lumber, some oars. So, one can only guess that, they're obviously gathering for something.
And they're
But
going
we've been
in a different
tracking it.
direction.
They've been going many directions. A lot of what we're seeing from our gates is south of us and then heading up north.
Up towards
Like
the
up towards
slopes.
Fremore area. Little east of Fremore, it appears.
Bannockburn.
No, that's west of
Oh,
Fremore.
that is west. Sorry.
Anything else flying through the air? Dragons, bats,
No dragons, thankfully, but
giant princes.
no. Has there been any word on the prince?
No.
No.
Nothing.
We just have a thought process going toward what they may be thinking about doing.
They're not gonna make him giant. But
What do you
But they
mean?
could.
You're scaring the man.
I'm not scared. I just have to be prepared.
you don't have to worry about anything like that.
Okay.
Promise.
We have
It's
no
tough
idea what the
out on
prince
these roads adventuring. You wanna know how tough it is?
Wow.
Yeah. Good. Cool.
is. It still raw?
It's
so Does it-
rotten.
it's
It's like
like-
bleeding.
Is it common that says only Upsilers can judge me?
It has to be, I think.
Yeah.
Or it's in like deep speech, but I don't think it should be.
If you want it to be,
No, I probably cursed myself if I put some deep
Yeah.
speech on me.
It has to be common,
Yeah.
for sure.
Elvish for some reason.
It's in Squeak's face.
Speak, speak.
have you guys come across anything that we need to know?
Well,
Oh.
more than we can sit here and say, I'm sure.
We've come across a lot of attacks on other cities. It wasn't just Culver's Cove.
Right.
They burned Bannockburn
Yeah, they did.
with many foot troops and siege
We
weapons.
did hear about that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what. Just a lot of movement.
But nothing towards Culver's Cove, at least.
I think they've realized that, we have no royalty here. We have no manor. We are a tourist town. I think what they were looking for here, they found. So,
Does Culver's Cove have a magic shop?
yeah.
We've been to it.
Did that person go missing?
No. The magic shop that's here is very limited.
Okay.
This is a, it's a tourist spot. So it's some little things, that you could get here. But yeah, there's not like high magic or anyone who's, doing anything that they would pique the interest of these people.
Have you seen any deforestation? Trees being chopped down.
We've seen lumber coming through.
Just lumber.
What looked to be,
Redwood?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you mention it. A few carts of a good amount of lumber have been going up for like the past week. Just about maybe every other night.
So they're gathering lumber for.
They're prepared.
For what?
We haven't seen that. We haven't seen any lumber come through in last night or last night or today. So.
Oh yeah, we took care of that problem.
Oh. Good.
Nothing to worry about. You won't see any more lumber from there. But maybe they're making a fort around
Something.
where they're at. A
Is
fence,
redwood
ship?
good for making boats and ships?
perhaps.
I don't know.
They want to be able to breathe underwater too. There's a lot to take in,
Oh.
but not much that. Honestly, you just keep a good lookout and protect the city. There's a lot going on, but we need your eyes here.
You shall have them.
All right.
So how close do you think we are to this war?
I don't know, it's hard to say.
What?
I think closer than we were before, but I think there's still lots of things that they need.
Have the kingdom said anything yet?
We've gotten word from the kingdom about 2 weeks ago.
What did they say?
Just that they were fortifying, that they were, the army was being, deployed in different areas. They were sending some people to some places, that there was help on the way, and that, from what I had heard a couple weeks ago, there was some good information on the prince.
Oh,
No. What?
what was it?
it?
That the prince, they knew where the prince was, and that
Where?
they'd heard from somebody that the prince was up at that island.
Did they go up there to look for him?
Not that I'm aware of. I think they were planning on something, or had heard that.
That is what we heard as well.
Yeah. But I will go when the time comes if I need to go and save the prince.
Have you know those giant balls that shot over the city? We've seen a couple of them land, and usually units of troops come out of it.
Yeah. That's what we heard.
What is the closest city west of here that isn't the kingdom? Or town, or...
There's several different cities and villages that are west of here. We were thinking it could be Sandrin. It's a smaller miners' town.
They did have ore too.
Yeah. But, I don't know.
Well, thank you for all the information.
Of course.
It's really helpful.
Thank you for doing what you guys have been doing.
Doesn't feel like much.
Well, when the time comes, we'll all race together.
Huzzah.
I'll be right back. And River stands up, just quickly walks out of the Teller's Tavern. And I want to make a perception check and see if I notice, just in the doorway of the Teller's Tavern, looking to see if there's anybody that may have been following us or clocking us, either in the Teller's Tavern or around the Teller's Tavern, in the shadows and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that, we've been traveling for a while after escaping Wyleth.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that we're not being
We haven't done that in a
followed.
while,
Yeah. Oh. This is a perception check. Where's my perception?
+6.
It's like
9.
plus
It's plus
27.
9. I have a passive perception of 25, but
Oh.
it was 22.
Okay, you're actively looking around. You don't feel like anyone is following you.
Okay.
22's a good roll.
Yeah, very good.
I know, but if it's not, it's my brain thinks that it has to be at least my passive perception or higher. I'm
No,
not going to see
passive is
anything.
just like as you're walking, things that you would pick up out of the corner of your eye. If you're actively looking for something, you're always going to use your perception.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Well,
Never goes back inside. Just had to make sure.
so Sandrin.
How far away is Sandrin by foot?
Oh, I don't know, day and a half, 2 days.
Maybe we can go there after the Amadas Festival.
On the way back.
Check it out.
Yeah, because we have to come
back down to go to Brinlin anyway. We should check for sure. We'll check it out. We'll add it to the list of things we must do.
After we look beautiful at the gala first.
Of course.
We have to have a good time.
You have to have a good time.
Alright.
Well, nice to meet you.
If lumber
yeah.
starts coming through again, we need to know.
All right, I'll be sure to let you know.
Thank you.
All right.
Leaf, should you maybe send something to your home and see what's happening there?
Perhaps I should. I'll talk to Alan about it when we go back to Bannockburn.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
come over.
Next one's over.
What'd you guys find?
Clothes.
Like, do you look excellent?
Oh, yes.
I can't wait to see you. Will you show me tomorrow before you guys leave?
Yes.
100%.
Where are you guys staying tonight?
Well, probably Raina's.
We do pay rent.
We
Oh,
don't
right.
really, but
Not anymore.
We had at one point paid rent.
Is somebody else living there now?
I think Corin's there.
oh, she's in the upstairs flat.
Yeah.
What's the weather gonna be
my
like
bed.
tonight?
It's
my
gonna be
bed.
beautiful.
Maybe
She's a child. Let her
I'll
have a
sleep
nice place.
outside.
I mean, you guys could stay here. I've got rooms.
Okay.
Great.
Alright.
Nix, have you been staring at Odo the whole time?
No. I was looking
How much
past
are
it.
they?
Come on, man.
I want to pay you for your patronage.
Well, I appreciate that, but
Patronage.
we're friends.
He gives him 3 gold.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
I will have to tell Raina that Corin can't touch my stuff. I'm sure she hasn't. I just left some things there.
I want to sleep where they covered up the underground hole.
Okay.
I want to sleep
In the basement?
Yeah,
Okay.
right next
Oh.
to that.
Wow.
Just in case, I don't know, what if something
What if something comes
Who
out?
knows?
Stinky.
Some rock monster.
My God.
You're standing up though.
I'm about to cast Turn into Stone and just become the thing. Are we going to bed?
It's up to you guys.
I want it.
What time is it about?
It's
Round
getting
about?
late now.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that room, I'm going to do a ritual
Okay.
where I take Benji's, the dirt I got, the grave dirt, and I light incense, and with my censer I go around, and I'm going to cast Feign Death on myself, so I am just gone
All right.
for about an hour, and that's how I'm going to start to sleep.
Does anyone else have to go and look at Mort during this time?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
Well, you hear weird chants and humming.
Yeah, I know he's doing something weird for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're
Abby's
used to
like,
it.
This is excellent.
Yeah, man.
We're used to that by now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So he's just gonna stay down there all night?
Yeah, probably. He'll probably stay down there all night.
And I'm completely
That's
dead.
alright.
Dead, but like unconscious.
That's alright.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
It's like forced meditation.
Forced meditation.
Forced.
Like sleep paralysis.
Should I maybe try to send something to Violet again, or should I wait? I don't really know how to play this. I'm not even sure what to say. But I feel like
It's been a few days.
it's been a few days traveling. We've been traveling a lot. I've not said anything, and we're no closer to finding this tome. Not that I'm eager, but tomes, both.
Maybe you should say something along the lines of, I'm tracking the group. I promise I won't disappoint or something.
I just have a weird feeling about it. Like he knows that I'm trying to pull something. I want to seem honest, even though I'm not.
Well, could you word it in a way that is truthful? But
I have my eyes on the group.
You know what? I have an idea. And River takes out the sending stone. This just came to me. I'm so clever.
You're so clever.
I'm so clever. Alright. Please, I have to just like say it and not be worried about how much I'm saying because I'll fuck it up.
That's not what I want.
listen, Bobby.
Listen,
if
Bobby.
you're,
Guys,
if
sit
you're
down.
hearing this, you already know.
If you're hearing this, you already know. This call? No, I'm kidding. It's been a few days. I think I got them to trust me again. I think I could play them pretty good. I can get you information that you might need. What they want to do, where they want to go. And also, do what you asked. Is this alright?
You mean like how you played me? I'm still waiting for that tail.
Oh my god, my tail.
That's it. And that's when we're going to close our episode tonight.
That's it.
That's it, isn't it?
Wow.
We can get you a tail.
Wonderful.
You need a tail, I can get you a tail.
Get that
You need a
tail.
tail, dude? I can get you a tail.
Amateur hour, dude.
Amateur hour.
I can get you a tail.
I got a tail guy.
So what do? We
Well, if he wants a tail, I have to. Well, I have to.
It doesn't
I'll
have to
wait
be
a few more
Nix's
days.
tail.
he wants Nix's tail.
He wants Nix's tail.
All right, friends. We will see you next time. Not next Friday, but the following Friday.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Our friend is in a wedding.
Marriage.
Congratulations to our friend's friend for getting married next weekend.
Kristen Day.
Congratulations.
watch this.
Congratulations, Kristen.
She doesn't watch us.
All right, bye.
Bye.